Right, easy.
Welcome to Blue Tinted Glasses, the home of Leicester City talk on YouTube. Fan debates, live watch-alongs, post-match reactions, and all the Foxes banter you could ask for. Subscribe now and see the game through Blue Tinted Glasses.
Just into race clear. He's got Jamie Vardy with him. Jamie Vardy sets off. Jamie Vardy! Ball back here for Fatawu. Oh, he scored! An absolute belter! That is trademark Abdul Fatawu.
This one into the box. Nugent over the top. Oh, what a goal! David Nugent's just scored a beauty. He's made Forest look like fools.
Premier League champions 2016. The amazing Leicester City.
Hello. It is match day. Welcome to Blue Tinted Glasses, Swansea City versus Leicester City. And no, your eyes aren't deceiving you. That is a wild Ragsy. We've caught one, just like in Pokemon. Super rare. He's back. How you doing, mate? Good to have you back on the show.
Oh, good evening. Well, oh my God, I'm so out of sync, honestly. I said evening, afternoon, lads. It's good to be back. Yeah, nice. Yeah, been a while, hasn't it? Settled in a new place. Still shit everywhere, all boxes and stuff, and God knows what we were moving and all that. But yeah, we've got a game to look forward to today, or try to. And yeah, it's good to be back on the channel, lads.
Cool. Well, good afternoon, everyone. Lox is still on holiday. He will be back midweek. But look at this. We got the full house. Not just me. It's not just Ragsy. Got the two main men. Leicester City down under. BTG finest. Luke, how are you, mate?
Good, thank you, sir. How are you?
Very good. And we've obviously got my partner in crime on the Tactics show. Quack. Duck, how are we doing?
I'm doing good. I'm excited for a win today. I want 3 points and I want a good performance.
We all hope so. Well, let's bring up the team lineup. Let's see if I've got this here. Here we go. Look at that. So, guys, here's your team lineup for Swansea City. You got Stolarczyk in goal. Luke Thomas left back. We got Ricardo is back there at right back. Who's back in the team? Is that a good change for Hams, do you think, guys?
Of course.
Huge,
yeah, I mean,
huge.
Ricardo is massive, right? He's one of the best technical players we have in the club. So very happy to see him get some minutes. And it's nice to see he hasn't actually been injured for a while now. You know, it's been maybe a month without any hiccups. So it's good to see he can still play from the start.
Let me come to Luke for the big news. Bobby Reid keeps his place in the number 10 position. What are we thinking about that?
What's actually quite interesting about that is that I've expected him to keep his place, but the fact that Daka's starting in front of him, which we'll touch on in a second, and Mavadidi's injured, everything indicates to me with Ramsey on the bench that if there's going to be a sub, we're probably going to see Ramsey at some point come on as the 10 and possibly see Jordan Ayew come on as the left wing. What do you think about that?
As the left wing? Really think so? Why is that? Because of no Mavadidi?
I think because of no Mavadidi, unless Monga plays a 490, I think we see Carranza come on the striker position and we see Ramsey come on as the 10. That's what I think is most likely going to happen.
Yeah, Reid was good versus Wrexham, and that's coming from a Wrexham fan, which is fair to say. Duck, let me get you this take on this. Why do so many people want Okoli to start?
I mean, I think we know his physical capabilities, right, are pretty good. I think defensively speaking, he's all right. He's one of the fastest centre-backs. But there is no doubt, if we look at the two centre-backs who are best on the ball, and we normally have a lot of the ball, it is fast and Vestergaard. So I can understand those both starting. I think the calls for Okoli are maybe a bit too much, in my opinion. I'd rather see, you could say, the calls for Ben Nelson, because he's from the academy, even though he didn't impress in the one appearance he's had so far against Huddersfield.
Well, rest no fear. If you're struggling to score goals, we've got one of Luke's favourite players. He's got many favourite players, but one of his favourite players is, of course, Zambian legend Patson Daka, who's playing up front. Steve has said it's too windy for Daka to score. His shots are hitting the subs area. What do you make to that, Luke?
His shots are going to land in fucking Derby. I can't believe he's starting, to be honest with you, in front of both Carranza and Ayew. I wonder what the reasoning behind that is, to be honest with you. I think he's an absolute car crash. We're never going to recoup the $30 million. he's an absolute fraud, a donkey. It makes me sick that he's starting, to be honest with you. And I still can't believe you guys glazed him in the post-match ratings last week just for laying off a simple fucking inside foot pass to someone. I hate Patson Daka. He's probably going to score now, so you can thank me for wishing.
He got like a 4 out of 10. I don't think he got glazed, but that is glazing for Luke, to be fair. He doesn't like that. Well, I tell you what, before we jump into the actual match itself, I always come prepared, you know that. So I want to ask you guys, right, first and foremost, I'll show you my findings in a moment, but let's get to the crux of the problem. Leicester City, we ain't scoring goals. Where's the creativity? What's wrong and how do we fix it? I'm going to present you the evidence in a second, but I want to go around the panel. Luke, what's going on?
I think the biggest thing is, I'll pass to the duck after this, but I think the biggest problem is our wingers, as you've meant to mention many times, have been very isolated. So unless we play a back three where we can play 2 high eights and have 2 box crashes alongside, and we can build with a triangle between our fullbacks, our 8 and our wingers, I think that's what we miss, and we haven't seen it since Enzo was here. So the fact that we've got no one to build alongside our wingers, they get 2-manned up on or 3-manned up on, and then it's just everyone gets settled into shape, particularly with Swansea, and then it makes it even harder. And then we're putting aerial crosses into the box. We haven't got a dominant threat unless Carranza's on. So the set pieces aren't really working if they're aerial. We're seeing short set pieces from corners, but not anything decent aerially. So what are your thoughts on that?
I like what Steve puts here. Just says, you hit the nail on the head. The issue is Leicester City. That's why we're not scoring goals. Although I don't know if he means that as the city itself or the team. Could be both. We're to see. Well, I tell you what, let me bring up something. So I want to show you some stuff, guys, because I think it's quite important. So, yeah, since we've been playing, right, we're just not scoring goals, right? And to show you just sort of how true this is, right, this is what me and Duck did in our last analysis show. We said the squad is lacking attacking players. Mavadidi's out of form. Patton's a player generating chances, but not enough of them. And the players aren't crashing the box enough. That's what we said last time. But just to sort of show you how bad it is, guys, right, for our XG. So here's the league. And you can see that Leicester City, even though we're in 6th position, in terms of expected goals, look how far down the list we are, right? We are properly cucking ourselves up in the table. And even worse, right, only expected to score 8 goals, right, is look how many we're supposed to have conceded. So basically, just to make you feel really good about today's match, we are properly getting away with it. The smile on Duck's face is either he's dying of panic or he's just, you know, he's bet on Swansea, so he's a happy lad. So what did Luke just say? I knew Luke would say this is why I came to him. He's a smart guy. Isolated wingers. What's going on? So Luke, I ask you, what's wrong with this picture? You got Abdul Fatawu here on the ball. What's he going to do?
Nothing. He's got two players into. I think that's Patson Daka or Samari that you've got highlighted in the middle there. Okay, he's got a player that's going to intercept any single pass possible, and his next pass onto the striker has a man that can intercept that pass as well. So he can take his man on and go up the pitch, and that's basically his only option. What are your thoughts?
Well, this is what we're seeing in games, guys. All right, I hope we don't see it again today, but spoilers, we probably will do. Where is the overlapping fullback? I mean, it is Ricardo's joining in the attack here. But look at that. How many times are you seeing this during the match? Fatawu's got the ball. There's 4 people pretty much coming around him. And what's he supposed to do? And the crazy, we need runs. Exactly. We need people to support him. He needs an overlap or an underlap. He needs someone to go and give him a help in hand. Now, what's amazing about Fatawu, because he's good, is that he actually manages to beat his man for pace. And he even puts in a cross. But Luke said it again. He's like he read my mind, the telepath. We're putting in a ball in, but where are our aerial players? To be fair, at least we've got, at this point in time, Carranza on the pitch. You've also got Ayew, but he's putting in a cross in, and there's 4 West Brom defenders here. There's only 2 Leicester ones, right? So some great comments here. No proper goal-scoring striker. Wingers not enough, getting enough support from the midfield. KDH missing, who created space and chance for our wingers. Probably missing Ndidi winning a ball high up too. It's funny you should mention this. We're going to come to this in a moment. Here's on the other side, you got Steffi Mavadidi. Well, we've got to go to Ragsy for Steffi Mavadidi, as he told me he's better than Harvey Barnes. But even if you are better than Harvey Barnes, if you're Steffi Mavadidi in this position, what the hell are you supposed to do? Exactly.
And, I've alluded to the point, probably what Luke said already, that our wingers are isolated. It's not, and overall, I just think, especially up top, the reason why it's the lack of creation of chances and we're not scoring enough goals or not even taking enough chances is the personnel. And mainly up top, we've got two options. Ayew, who's not even a striker, but wears the number 9, so therefore he accepts the role and therefore has to take all the critique as a striker because that's the role that he's accepted, and he's allergic to the box. So he resembles some qualities in being a focal point and linking others into play, but still too slow, barely arrives in the box, and just wants to be devoid of any other responsibilities of being that fox in the box striker. And then there's Daka, who is just so lightweight, and studies need to be done as to and full-on doctorate studies as to how a man can literally lose all his footballing ability at the space of in the vicinity of Leicester City. Like that, just it defies description in a way as to how much how far he's fallen.
I see Ragsy's returned nice and positive as we were expecting. Great to have him back on the show. Anyway, here he is. So what do you think Steffi Mavadidi's going to do here, guys? You might even remember.
He's going to lose the ball, but he's going to dink the ball on the outside of his foot, kind of futsal style, 5-a-side. When you have a set piece, when you flick on the end of your foot, that's all his only option is, or he's going to go on his ass.
The screenshot.
And
that,
if you go,
I love it. Luke just said it. We'll come back later just because there's a bit more to go through. I think what you're probably going to say is going to come up in a moment. That's why I'm not going back, because literally Luke has answered telepathically about the last 5 questions I've asked him, so he's on the same wavelength. I love it. So yeah, Mavadidi, he lost the ball, tried to do too much. He tried to do his customary step over that goes nowhere, lack of creativity. Now, but the thing is though, right, that's when we get it bad, right? But the weird thing is that at times during the game we actually do the right thing, right? So this is what I want to see more from the team. I'm not sure why we're not doing it more. So it's the concept of traveling together. So here you can see in the shot, you've actually got 4 attacking players. And this is very similar to what Enzo would do. They're all in a line. You can bet on the left-hand side, you've also got Mavadidi there. So you're going to have 5 people in a row as well. They're all occupying space. You can even see the West Brom defender here. He's having to look around like, are we fucked, lads? And now the ball gets played to Ricardo, who's gone up as an attacking midfielder. Look at the space that Fatawu's got, right? And in fact, not only has Fatawu got a space, but now look on the other side. Mavadidi's got a space. So you've got you've got the false 9 here, and you've got 2 8s box crashing. You've got the winger. And in this case, you can see the ball comes out to Fatawu. And this is exactly what you want to see. This is prime Leicester from 2 years ago, right? You got 5 people in the box. You can dink the ball over to Mavadidi. He's completely and utterly free. You could try and put a through ball here into the half space that either Ayew, Jordan James, or even Ricardo could get to it. This is looking good. So we need to get into this shape more often, and it's not happening. But what's happening sometimes with the way that we play is Mavadidi will get the ball, and you'll see this sort of, okay, this is the run that we want to see, right? This is the famous one. That'll be Kiernan Dewsbury Hall, and be running into the half channel for Mavadidi to get into. But the issue is that when he makes that run, take a look at the body language here from Bouba Samare. Now, Bouba Samare has never scored for Leicester City, by the way. And look at his body language. We're on the attack, and where's he facing? He wants to go home. Yes, that reaction from Ragsy says it all. And someone just there, who was it? In Greg, great point, who said, oh yeah, what about Luke Thomas being a negative left back? Great example, because here he could push up into this space and support the attack, but he's hanging back too.
I'll just say, there's a left back who, when they got subbed in at half time last game, actually did occupy those forward facing positions and had enough balls to step out there, but let's not talk more about that.
Yeah, that's all well and good though, but then he also exposed it for Wrexham's equaliser as well down that side.
Yeah, you can make that point. I still think he did way better than Luke Thomas did, and I think if we want to, I think for me as well, if we want to solve the lack of threat we have, we need players who are more attacking minded, and he is that, even if you can say he's not great defensively, just like Luke Thomas. I think he's better than Luke Thomas defensively. Not much, but they're both shit defensively. But I like the 10% more offensively that he adds, which is why I'm a bit disappointed he's not starting over Thomas, but it is what it is.
So let me come back to Lukey, because I got a feeling this might be what you've asked, right? So Jordan James has made this run to the outside. Mavadidi's got to the byline, good play, and he's going to send in a decent cross. But look at the box there. I've circled 4 West Brom defenders here. There's 2 that's doubling up on Mavadidi. What's wrong with this picture?
There's no
Where's
one
the
in the
striker?
box because well, where's the striker? Because he's been asked to play a false nine position with no pace. The biggest problem is as well. So if you look here, right, I'm convinced from everything you've just displayed to me. The first slide that you showed to me was the isolated wingers, and if you looked at that, the biggest thing that we talked about under Enzo Maresca was not only traveling together, but a numerical superiority, as you like to put it, Neil. And you never really see that. And if you look at this photo exactly right here, I'm convinced that Marti Cifuentes, although he likes to be dominant, a possession-based football, I think he expects to score most of our goals on transition on a counter, where the people turn the ball over, because it's like we're already set up to reload and relaunch our attack. I'm convinced that's how he wants to set up his goals. I don't know what you think, Anil, but that is my opinion. If I had a gun to my head, that's what I'm going to say is his strategy.
It's possible, but I think you're right, because coming to you, Luke, then what I'm going to look at, that was against West Brom, right? Which we were lucky to get a goal in for that game. So here's the Wrexham game. Now, against the Wrexham, we only scored one goal, but we did score a goal that was properly high quality, right? It was a good goal. It was good to see this. And this is how it happened. So you had Winks on the ball, you got Jordan James, and you got Patson Daka here. And you can see that one of the big differences with the way that we play with Marti, I'd say, compared to Enzo, is we have a bit more of a staggered approach. So you create these kind of triangles. So even though Wrexham have got loads of defenders back here, like, we're completely outnumbered, Jordan James is in a really good position where he's actually managed to find the space around the players. And so that means that Winks, being the quality distributor that he is, he can play the ball in. You can see that Wrexham are going to try and press him quickly. But if you've got good skill and you play the ball one touch, first time as well, even though you've got all these players around you, you can turn that negative into a positive and make space for the team. So JJ gets it. He plays the one-touch ball to Luke's favourite ever striker, Patson Daka. He's then going to make the forward run here as well. And fair play to Daka. He plays it first time. I'll be honest with you, maybe he was trying to shoot. Who knows? But he actually did get the ball through and he puts it into the space. He gets it into JJ. Now you've got this front attacking five. Now, again, we're not really crashing the box, but you are going to end up in a situation where JJ is going to be one-on-one with the keeper and he slots it through. Keeper maybe could do a bit better, but that's 1-0. So that is a nice goal. So that's what he wants to do. He wants to go for this sort of more faster, crisper passing. Like I would say as well, that I often liked Marti's style to the Barcelona Dream Team back in the 90s, and they scored a lot of goals like that too. But that's Marti's style. Here we're going to look at Enzo's style.
We need to do more of, right? Because
yes,
I think one of the big problems for me is we've been too relaxed with the ball. Like we don't really seem like we gotta go for that goal. And I think one of the ways we need to do that is also to be bold enough to play the risky pass, right? Play the ball into Jordan James when he's under pressure with the confidence that he can one-touch pass it through, and you can create the space on the back of that. Because I feel like too often we go back to the simple pass, and if the easy pass isn't readily available, well, we turn around and we go back to our two centre backs and we try again until we can essentially walk the ball into the net. And, you know, we need to be bold sometime, and we have the quality in these players when they're on it to outplay teams like this just by, you know, better technical quality.
Yeah, so what I wanted to show you guys...
Yeah, go on. Sorry, really quickly. Just like the first half against Wrexham, for the first time this season, I actually thought we looked a really balanced team. And there were players in space and no one was occupying like different spaces and stuff. Because the problem is, I'm not trying to say, like, I will not try and step on Io anymore, I promise. But like the problem when you've got like a false nine and with Jordan James on the pitch as well, who wants to have essentially be another second striker as well, is that they're both occupying the same space. Whereas what we saw, even though Dak is awful, he will play off the last man and he will, like, you know, allow just to occupy a defender there. So like to hold a line a bit higher up and stuff, which makes Jordan James a lot more hidden. So any sort of give and goes and stuff, it then naturally draws defenders in. But if you got the two in the same space, the defenders are just thinking, right, okay, we can just keep an eye on both of them in front of us. So they don't have to move, they don't have to budge, and they're not ultimately being tested and drawn out of their positions. And that's where the goal comes from. It comes from like Jordan James then dropping in deep, figuring out this link up and stuff. Daka somehow pulls off a really good pass, and that leads to the goal over there. So you are going to need a striker that is going to play those different roles and stuff. Now, you may doubt his ability and stuff, but he did that moment there and he did contribute in that moment. It was terrible for the rest of the game, but this is why ultimately I do see why Dak is in the side today over IE, and that's the sort of like roles and responsibilities that you got to look at for a number 9.
Yeah, I think he's in the side more for pressing. We can come back to that in a moment. But what I wanted to get to then basically is what I think the differences are between Enzo and Marti and why his style hasn't yet clicked with the players. So look at the distances between the back five here and the front five. And basically, the way that Enzo would set up, and this is quite common now in football, is essentially we had sort of two teams on the field. You had the back block of 5 players and you had the front block of 5 players. And those blocks could kind of do their own thing, but they wouldn't necessarily be together the whole time, which is why you see this big gap here. Whereas with Marti, he prefers to have it that the whole team is more compact together to give you more passing angles. But it can give you some advantages, but some disadvantages, which I will show you in a moment. But just to sort of show you how the Enzo way works, because then you had the front 5 players who could operate on themselves and they had the insurance of having the back 5 knowing that they might be further behind but can cover your ass on transition. It means that we could attack the box more often. So this was against Southampton where we battered them 5-0. You got Mavididi. You can see this is rare for us under Marti, but under Enzo, 4 players in the box crashing. There's actually a 5th one that you can't see over there as well. This is Ndidi. He comes in to head it in. So that was for us for 2-0. This is another goal. You can see here, this is where Fatawu plays it into Vardy, the ledge, in the position that Ragsy just said. He's crashing the box there. It's number 9. But you've also got, look, you've got Ndidi here. You've got Justin Even, who's joined the attack. You've got Dewsbury Hall. You've got loads of players crashing the box, getting in front of the defenders to try and score. So you're more likely to score. And if we lose the ball, we've still got players at the back to try and clear it up for us. Here again, this is Enzo when we played West Brom under Enzo compared to Marti. Look again here. You got Dewsbury Hall in the ball. Look at the space that Mavididi's got here. You've got 5 people running forward. You've got Ndidi also parallel to Kieran Dewsbury Hall attacking. This is actually Iheanacho. He's in the box though, but he's crashing the box as well. So again, you've got front 5 more aggressive. And look, you can't see anyone else back here. You don't see Winks. You don't see Ricardo. They've actually taken a step back. So if we lose the ball, they've got more time to get into shape. So that's why I'm talking about the 2 concepts of the 2 5s. And in this case, Mavididi plays it in. We don't quite score. Now, I'm going to come to you, Luke, because you'll love this. This is obviously your favorite move. This is the attack. He's smiling already because he knows. Okay, so in this sequence, we've got 5 people attacking the box. Again, look at the shape. You've got a number 9 then, Iheanacho. You've got Fatawu on the ball. You've got Ndidi here. What happens next? What run is Ndidi going to make?
Ndidi is about to make an underlapping run, who's then going to feed the ball to Fatawu, who's going to send it into the box. It's just a thing of joy. Look at that. There he is, ready to make the underlapping run, ready to play the 1-2 to Fatawu, who's going to send it into who it looks like. I can't see who is. I think it's Iheanacho in the box, or Daka. But look at that. Fucking sexy.
Well, what's good is actually this is where Ndidi didn't get enough credit. He actually puts in the cross himself here, but you're right. He made the underlapping run. And because he arrives in the right time, and not just that, but because of that, you've got 3 people now attacking the box. He's got Iheanacho here, but you've also got 2 other players. He crosses it in, and boom, that's Kieran Dewsbury Hall, I believe. Yep, 22, and that's a goal, and got us ahead in that game. So again, it's attacking with the 5. Now you've got Ricardo, who has pushed up. Now that we've managed to push up the pitch much more, so yeah, indeed, he worked so hard for us. But what I'm saying is the concept of attacking with 5, whereas quite often you'll see us attack with fewer than that with Marti. So what is his conundrum? So here's what I'm saying about spotting the difference. Right, this is against Wrexham, and this is actually where we scored the goal, Jordan James. And you can see the kind of difference here. So you can see that the front 5 and the sort of back 5 are actually much closer together. Now, that offers you more passing triangles if you want to do this one-touch passing. But it means that you're a bit slower getting up the pitch, and it means that you're a bit less dynamic. And you're not going to be able to maybe hit people so much when that numerical superiority pops up. Whereas, yeah, you compare that to this is Enzo's system, and you got 5 up here, you got the 5 at the back, and there's a bigger gap. So that's basically my lesson for you for today. Let's see if it happens in the game or not. Don't want to bore you all to death. But Enzo operated the team as 2 units of 5, whereas Marti tries to have all of the team closer together. Right? Under Enzo, we could be a bit more aggressive in attacking because we'd always have 5 back on transition. Right? We would still sometimes get caught with that back 5, especially having Yannick, but it offers you to do that. Marti's system can work, and we saw it work against Wrexham. But I would say here's the big difference, is I think you need to be technically better in order to produce it, right? If you had all the players that can do the kind of Xavi, Iniesta, Busquets one-touch passing, you can cut teams apart. When you got Hamza Chowdhury, maybe it's not going to be so effective, right?
Do you think...
Yeah, go on.
Sorry, Neil. Just quickly, when you say attacking teams of 5, would you say under Enzo in the build-up it was almost about a team of once he hit the double pivot and the ball was released, it was almost attacking with 3 on either side. On one side you've got JJ, Keenan, Dewsbury Hall, and Mavididi, and the other side you had Fatawu, Ndidi, and also Ricardo. So you basically had a set of 3 who could build up together as and made those triangles on either side. And as you mentioned, the back 5 or anyone else that was behind ready to reset and attack if need be. We don't have that, and I think that it was much more structural, systematically sound under Enzo Maresca, whereas Marti, it's depending on being a lot more faster and frenetic, and what's scary is we don't have the quality to be able to do that, in my opinion. We play much more of a single pivot under Marti, with JJ being the more advanced now, Winks being the sole pivot, in my opinion.
Well, what he would try and do with Enzo is that basically by playing this sort of gap, is he would try and make one of the players here jump from their press. So let's say that this 33 decides to push forward to try and get the ball here. That now gives you the numerical superiority with the 5. So that's why with Enzo, a lot of the time, we would just dick around playing the ball between this back 5, and we'd be patient waiting for that one chance to appear. And then we'd basically try and create a transition despite having possession of the ball. That's like the TLDR. But look, 5 minutes of the game, more defensive solidity. Yeah, perhaps. I guess my point here is, rather than saying, like, it was a good point here from Boho Record. It says, lads, these facts just prove that Marti's tactics are not working. You can't score if you never get anyone in a box and pass it so slowly the opposing team gets everyone behind the ball. And I would say what he's saying there is pretty realistic, to be honest with you, because that's what we're saying. I've shown you that with the data, we're not really scoring that goals. And the problem is we're not like, it's not like we're missing chances, right? We're not creating the chances. That's what's worse, right? I think you can definitely criticize a striker for not getting into the box enough, but that's not the only sort of problem that we've got here. But I'll stop boring you to death, guys, because we've actually got a match here. Coming on to it, now that you've seen that though, how do you think that's going to affect us in the game today? So yeah, we're just about to kick off here, and get your score predictions in, guys, as well, when you think that. I mean, you guys were going to do, I think, the preview with Swansea. Can anyone tell me quickly how you think Swansea are going to turn up today? Are they going to be playing the passing style to give us time and space, or are they going to be defending the box?
That's all I can say. I don't know. They're going to get spanked.
I think they're going to go for it today, to be honest with you.
Of course, I think any team fancies it, right? Because the way we play. But I think we want it more. I think we need the 3 points, and Deacon Reed is gonna score a fucking hat trick to get it. Any chance, Luke, you can turn down the audio just a little bit? For the game.
Yeah, sorry, I muted that mine for that reason.
There we go.
How's that? Is that better?
Yeah, that's way better, mate.
Yeah, there we go.
What about you guys? What's your prediction? Do you know what? I'm with Liam here, actually. Unfortunately, I'm going to go 0-0 as well. I hope I'm wrong, but given that we haven't created many chances, it's not looking so good. How about you, Ragsy? What do you think the score's going to be?
I think we're ending the draw streak. The issue is I don't know which way it will go.
Oh no!
So it's I think we just got to, like, it really is really important for Martin, for the sake of the team, just to go and get a win today, because, like, especially with international break looming, and I've already seen like idiots online just go after Marti. And look, you can criticize him for the team selections and stuff. I'm not saying you don't, condone him for that at all. But, it's just like, it would just bring down like everything that he's built. And I go back to what like the comments said about his tactics and stuff. I think his tactics can work. I think it's an aggressive style. I think it enhances quicker play in the team to build more triangles and to get like our wingers and attackers into space a lot more often. But it's the personnel, and that's where it's all falling apart for him at the minute, is that he needs personnel that are just technically better, dare I say it, fast twitch fibers and stuff. But and it's just those with acceleration and just the keenness to go and just project the ball forwards and take more risks and commit themselves as well. And it's just all a bit like static with some of the players that are in the team in the build-up. That being said, I'll be the air of positivity. I'll say 2-1.
Nice one. Who comes off to make way for Ramsey? It'll be Bobby Reed. I don't think Bobby Reed will play the full 90 minutes either. He only played 60
Monk
against.
as well, and then Rudy Kadori could move to the left-hand side. I think both more realistically will be taken out at some point. Worth mentioning, Fatawu played 90 minutes of basically every game this season too, except for the cup game, right? So there's a chance that he gets substituted as well, just to alleviate some pressure. I'm excited. I did see for Swansea they have Marcus Dominic in their lineup, starting 11 from Copenhagen Academy. Played Champions League for them.
Target him. He must be crap.
No, he didn't want to sign an extension, so he went to Red Star Belgrade, and actually, if I'm not mistaken, went to Forest after that. So yeah, shocking honking player, absolutely worthless. Also, Forest losing to Denmark. You love to see it. They are cooked.
Oh, are they? Oh my goodness.
Oh man.
Oh, Vesti laying down the law, I see.
Oh mate, it's actually a bit mad that I'm enjoying watching Forest at the minute over Leicester. and just seeing their downfall. What a ridiculous decision getting Ange and stuff, and now it's all falling down. Love to see it. Kicked off anyway.
Really turn the ball over.
Buzz asked, is this the biggest game of the season? I mean, it is until the next biggest game of the season, isn't it? But I do think if we go into international break, because international break after this game with a win, it would look good.
Yeah.
Is this the
it
last
would just like lift the pace. What was that, Dirk?
Oh, is this the last game before the international break?
Yeah, it's the last one. So like you end up losing, and then you're mulling it over a defeat, and it's all like.
If we get a draw here between the first and second international break, we would have only drawn games then.
Yeah, but 5 draws in a row would be absolutely ridiculous, wouldn't it?
We would be looking like Burnley all of a sudden from last year and Scott Parker.
I mean, 5 points and 15. The way you're looking at it, it's not good.
Yeah, it's not what you need.
No.
Don't do it again, for fuck's sake. I cannot believe FaZe has passed it across goal again before. That's like schoolboy error shit right there.
Yeah.
The stream's bright for us as well, actually, Buzz. It does look a little bit like someone's put adjusted the brightness filter, but it's the Fox's hub stream that's done it. Bit weird.
Oh,
classic Patson Daka hold up.
Absolutely.
Was that 1 minute 28 into the game?
He's aggravated me already. What a throw-in. What the fuck?
They just gave the ball to Ricardo, I guess.
Okay,
my stream looks like someone's only just discovered color and wants to use it.
Yeah,
how we ball
it's
in,
really saturated, man.
Yeah,
turning up the contrast settings. I'm surprised it's actually sunny in Swansea. Whenever been for 2 games over at Swansea, and they've both been miserable and raining, and it's absolutely chucked it down. So
that's Wales, is it not? I don't know.
It's always, yeah,
it's Wales.
But it's actually sunny, so I'm just like, yeah. Maybe it might be a decent omen, or I'm just shooting myself in the foot saying that.
Luke would look good with a slick back haircut, to be honest. Asking the real questions here.
What?
Okay.
What sort of hair? Fucking what? I need a haircut, though. I do need a haircut. I've been well overdue for one.
Have a look at
so far, though, Swansea have definitely been quite passive, you would say. They're definitely sitting back a bit. They're willing to let us have possession.
I think they're starting to build a blueprint on how to sort of nullify us. Well, really, just stop Fatawu, and you're already hit most of the way there into stopping us. So need to figure out something else.
This camera work is awful.
Yeah, only Winks as a single pivot. Although that doesn't happen in most of our games. Is that of the 2, one of them drops deep and the other one pushes forward a bit.
Yeah, that's why I really like that Winks Jordan James duo, and I was really just miffed as to why Marti eventually pushed James forward, and we just lost all our balance really. So it was actually like a good sort of give and go situation, and Winks was still like the mediator in there. Don't like Winks, but like, you know, you see why he's in the team. There's just no one like him like at the club at the minute.
What the fuck was that? From Dakar.
Okay, win the ball back.
Yeah. Easy.
Oh, physical approach on. Oh, play the ball quickly.
Come on.
Right out of play, I guess.
Well, it was quick at least.
Quick out of play.
Lost the
Quick,
ball
give the ball
quickly.
away.
Wrong
Oh,
place.
bad throw from Swansea. Ricardo
Ricky.
wins the ball back
Nice.
to his boy Harry. Yeah, look at that. Ricardo is definitely coming to play with Winks a lot more in this game. That's interesting.
Yeah. He just makes
JJ's
such
the
a
one that's
difference.
pushed
doesn't
up.
he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice, great ball.
Good ball.
Okay. Why did he not play phase? For
Yeah.
fuck's sake, Stolarczyk. There was no need for that.
Mm.
Yeah, we all do love ourselves a bit of Ricky P.
Yeah. Greg saying good ball retention. Yeah, 100%. Like, it's almost like that stature that he's got. Like, he's still got, even after like an ACL and an Achilles and stuff, he'll still hold his own and just like push off defenders with their stance and use his body and stuff in all aspects. And no, it's just like so highly intelligent and just aware of his surroundings and stuff. And just
Nice. JJ wins the ball back. High press. Bobby Reed on the ball. Muscled out of it though. FaZe wins it back. That's good.
Phase
Oh,
has been good
Starting
so
to
far.
get a bit of momentum
Come on.
here.
Oh my God.
Come on, Mongo. Freak.
Bit of a low ball, but keep
He
going.
is a...
Buzzard like take Bobby off already.
Oh, yeah, man. I can't wait for Daka to get subbed. Alright.
Luke's literally
Alright,
counting down the seconds as yeah. As we
Fatawu on the
speak.
ball.
So redundant to play him.
If we have
No.
more than 2 shots on target, we crack open the champagne.
I'm a
Set
bit
up as
surprised
well.
by Swansea though. They're really letting us play. Go, John James! Oh!
Oh. Not lucky.
I
Oh
get
no,
horrible
Marty's got his Brendan Rodgers notebook
Brendan
out.
Rodgers, you beat me to it. I literally was about to say I got
Don't
Brendan Rodgers flashbacks.
Oh no. And it starts.
Fucking
But like that should be
Brendan
a
Rodgers.
shot that tests the keeper, right?
Hmm.
And I think that definitely goes into why we haven't that many shots on target, because we just haven't been able
This looks dangerous now.
to hit well. No, that's not too bad. It could be dangerous though. It could become dangerous.
That's him. Shouldn't be letting him go inside though. Come on, Ricky, you can do better.
Lux was about to be,
Yeah, you had him.
be a very happy man
Yeah,
if
just
JJ
back
had
foot
scored
there.
that.
Like if that's a cross in instead, then you know that's problems there.
Oh, honking Thomas.
Yeah, oh, Thomas.
Is Victor not even on the bench, boys?
I think he is now.
No,
I don't
Oh,
think
is
he
he not?
was.
no, I
No.
don't think so.
Oh, okay.
Right, go on,
I
go
don't,
on,
was,
go
I
on.
don't think Samari was either.
That's Mario was. Surely.
He
Who
was?
else
Okay,
would-
sorry.
Surely.
If Daka's off the mark, there, he
Mavadidi's
could
not being on the
literally
bench
go.
at all because of the injury.
know
I think
Mavi's-
is the
yeah.
the story. But
Yeah. But that long ball over the
Silko
top.
Thomas is
if
on the
Daka's
bench.
literally
I
on the mark,
suspect that's because he could be coming on.
yeah. I mean, Daka could literally be like through like on goal and actually have a head-to-head race with it, but he just halts back and then goes and then halts back a bit and then never understand him, man. Oh, go to him.
More shots to Swansea so far, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Game's got a bit more of a pattern now. They're trying to hit us on transition on a break with the fast vertical passing.
The biggest thing for me that Marti, ever since his very early days, I know it's still early days technically now, the biggest thing for Marti that worries me is when he tries to get the boys to play fast, particularly in that build-up play further up the pitch. The biggest problem is the ball's played so fast, you got to take that first. It's impossible to take a good first touch when the ball's past you that fast and to control the ball. And that's slow.
Well, it is possible. It's possible with good players. It's possible with players that have some technical ability. So I ain't having that bullshit that it's impossible, because it's like, you know, in Fatawu, it's possible. James, it's impossible. With Thomas, it's not.
We've seen it with James, and he played advantage and the ball turned over already.
Well, it's a good point though. You are right that like if you try and play a style that doesn't suit your players, it's not going to work, right? So it'll be Wayne Rooney at Birmingham sort of thing.
Well, because of the way Enzo said it, this is the biggest difference. We're doing comparisons. I know he's not here anymore, but the comparison between Enzo and Marti is that it was so systematically structured that it almost like, and they were so ingrained into the boys early, as we saw in that first Liverpool game, that it was almost like half the thinking was done for you just by
exactly.
So I hear what you're saying, but like
made up for that.
Yeah, sorry.
So
I hear what you're saying, but like the main difference with Enzo is that like he looked at players and saw their attributes and immediately was with Thomas, Christensen, Samare, was like, you're not it. You don't fit in my system. Off you pop. And the problem is Marti's just been a bit of a yes man at the minute, which is that's the main concern. It's his sort of like temperament with his man management and knowing what he wants and what feels can work for his system. Now
he's had no money, Ragsy. That's a bit unfair.
But like
he didn't have what Enzo did, where the club spent and bought shit tons of players in for him. He's had to make do.
Yeah, but he could look at other internal solutions, though. That was the thing. So like, I'm not saying go out there. But as in like, you still got Nelson there. Like now we'll sit here and accept like if it's a poor run of form.
Oh, lovely. Great ball through the lines. JJ on the turn.
Sorry.
Yeah, I want one more player forward. There's only 4 in the attack.
Isolatedwinger.com. No, good back.
Yeah.
Sexy.
It slows down a bit too much because no one was there.
Nice. Oh, it's won the ball back, I believe.
Sorry, Ragsy, what were we saying?
Yeah. So it's like I think fans were under the expectation and stuff where we would have go on corner. Okay. We would have literally ride along with the expectation if it was like a shaky start to the season. If let's say it was a centre-back partnership of Okoli and Nelson that haven't been infected with the Bozo gene yet, you start trialing more youth into the team and they've got some teething issues and stuff and they're still trying to learn as they go. Then we could sit here and understand the shaky form. But when it's the same players and we know how it's all going to end with them and that they're not going to be good enough and they're not really even going to pass this remit for this season and getting us over the line, then that's where it's infuriating and that's where people will really start to lose patience because you're trying to coach players and feel like they're like Yannick is a different thing. Winks is a different thing because there's no one like them else in the team. But fast, you can go on the play.
Oh, what a shot!
Oh! Whoa! What a fucking goal from James. Sign this fucking player. Show him the money.
Oh my god.
Where's Locks? He's creaming it somewhere.
Oh, wow.
Guys, you've all got to do it. Pay your respects for the Welshman. That Marty's answer to the creativity is fuck making chances. Just give the ball to Jordan James and let him just fucking score screamers.
That is a gorgeous goal.
Oh my god, what a hit. Yeah, didn't see it the first time with the freezing for a bit for me, but wow, what a goal. Come on! That's
Nice.
one shot on target and one goal again. Go on.
God, he has been
Fucking Santa Claus in the call as well now after that one. Holy shit, presents are being given out.
What
Welcome,
a
Locks. Locks appears and thank you. Good to see you. It is signing of the season. You got to say as well, he's already shown to be so much better than Skip. Thanks, Lugan. Do you mind just adjust the volume a little bit? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Cheers.
right. Don't know about you, lads. That was pretty fucking good.
That was pretty fucking
It
good.
was. I think if we're being honest, it was maybe a little bit. I wouldn't say against the run of play, but we didn't look like we were going to score out of nowhere. Although we were.
When you've got JJ on the pitch, it's never against the run.
I stand corrected. I've been
Yeah.
corrected.
What a shot from Jordan James, man. Go on, lad.
Yeah,
That
mate.
is gonna
Sign him up now. We don't even need to wait.
Exactly.
Mm.
But I'm
Do
pretty
it.
sure like, the fact he was given the 6th shirt means that we were going to sign him regardless.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I think the big thing is that you look at that and you just think to yourself, like, you know, how on earth do we spend like 4 times as much to get Oliver Skip?
Oh, that is shocking business.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
this is Luke Thomas in the attack now. What a
What?
bit of play.
Well,
What a
here's the
horribly
thing. 'Cause
weighted
we
ball.
cannot- Yes, go on. We don't want to see just us sitting back on 1-0. Marty said we played with arrogance against Wrexham, and we did, right? We didn't try and kill off the game. You know, what we want to do is use your quality, get 3-0 up.
Wow. I just watched the goal back.
It's unbelievable.
I'm going to save that one for. I'm going to save that one for the wank bank.
All right, mate.
Thank you. Thanks for that, Locks.
What a player.
What's up, player?
He has been a revelation to this side as well. Honestly, like you look at into this season and stuff, and you just need a player of that sort of quality and guile and stuff, and he could.
Have we gotten
Just
the
all
Dewsbury Hall
elevated
replacement?
Say again.
Is that the Dewsbury Hall replacement we finally managed to get?
Yeah, man.
There are
100%.
similarities between them. There are similarities between them, that's for sure.
Like we've needed a Kiernan replacement, like it's like ever since like last season. That was just we missed that badly. We just had too many static midfielders in there. Just needed someone with box to box like capabilities and general.
What did you say, Luke?
Sorry, I didn't mean to. I can't. Ever since I've refreshed the stream, it's like even though I've got it muted on my end, I can't fucking. It's like blaring, so I can't really hear you guys. I'll refresh it when we get a nice pause.
All good, man.
Yeah, I think the other one's actually better.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Luke's is this is currently Doc's, right? I think Luke's is better at the minute, but it flicks between the two. Let me try that one. Oh wait, that's not working. There we go. Let me try that for now.
Okay, that one keeps freezing for me. That's the reason why.
It's a bit glitchy.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We're in the top 6. We're currently 3rd as it stands. Lads.
I don't like that. Look, as soon as he scored the goal, though, we've gone back foot a bit. They've
Go on, Thomas. That's important to win.
Jordan James just loves playing against Welsh teams. That must be it.
Is there audio for yours, Duck?
Go on, Daka.
Yeah, I can get some audio on.
Go on, Dak. Oh, that was done well. He's done well here. Go on.
Pass it back. There should be a Monka, right? Coming in. Off the tower. Do something. Why are we so slow to come up and help him? And now we have to go back and build from square one.
Patson Dak goat. God, what are these American commentators? At least they're not Danish.
Yeah, this is. I can't believe that I'm watching this secondhand and it's better than Fox's Hub. I might as well fucking cancel it.
Winks.
I'm not gonna have this. Save myself
I can.
50
Fox's
euros
Hub, just like the rest of Leicester, everything's done on the cheap.
I do like this comment from Buzz. I think there is some truth in it. Now that they have to chase the goal, these long ping balls.
What a goal.
up
Get
the
him
back-
just goal like that.
What a strike, man! What a strike!
Yeah, I know, man. I want this play hours.
Nasty.
There's a buy on clause, yeah? There's a buy on.
Yeah. I think it's a
what
lovely
tackle.
challenge. Yeah.
Nice. Good challenge.
Yannick.
Good challenge.
That's
Well
my
done.
goal.
Went from a 5 to a 7 already.
Kom nu Danmark for helvede.
Vestigold.
Så for satan Danmark. We've had some good
in his
build-up in
youth,
this
was
game.
Vestergaard any ever faster, or has he always just been?
I don't know, man. I remember. I only remember Yannick Vestergaard as the slow 2-meter wall.
Yeah.
Always had a mistake in him that could cost a goal.
Because no, he's one of those that if he was even just average pace, he'd be a really good player.
That's is Fast playing on the left of the centre back. Did he do that last game as well?
They've just swapped over though. Look, that's
Right.
And then Dikodovo comes down to pick it up, but
What's that back for?
doesn't really progress from there.
That's
Yeah,
so
there's
space,
space.
isn't
There
it?
is space. Go
Play it.
on. Play it out to
Go on.
Monks. Oh, that's a slow ball from Dikodovo.
at least we got it though.
Yeah.
As someone put in chat, I think with Winks and JJ, that at the moment, that's the new heartbeat of the team.
Has to be the partnership, really.
Yeah.
Has to be.
I mean, I would say though that we did criticize the transfer activity, but that is promising that one of the few players that Marti's brought in is having such a big impact. That makes me excited later. And actually, they just had the close up there of Bobby Reed. Unlike the Wrexham game, he's not really been involved today.
I was about to say, he's done nothing. He's been a
Yeah,
passenger.
we'll give him more time, but I mean, that's the thing. Ramsey could come in and he could cook. Nice.
Oh, hard fault. Oh,
Oh, unlucky.
Oh,
Unlucky.
I like the idea there, though. Strong
Yeah.
foot to get in the way.
Stop the counter, though. Show him out. That's it. That's it.
Classic Pats and Daka just
Go on,
chasing
Ricky.
shadows and doing nothing.
Go on, lads.
Fucking stupid donkey.
I didn't even hear all of that. All I heard was the end. Fucking donkey. I can guess who he was talking about though. How's Bobby
Well,
Reed?
the one thing with Leicester is it could apply to about 4 or 5 different players. So
Yeah.
I like this high press.
Luke's
Look
good pressure.
Look
pressure.
at the nerves.
Yes,
Go on.
very well
Play it back.
played.
Cut back.
wow.
Cut back.
Oh, that's all. Come on.
Oh,
no,
That
he
was
was
selfish
greedy
from
there.
Fatawu.
Should have got
Greedy.
passed away.
see, like that needs to be a shot on target.
Pass it, you
Going.
pig.
You got to give Daka some credit though. There, he's the one that won that battle.
Yeah.
I think he did it by accident. Settle down.
Oh.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
That if you look back at that should have been at least, as Andreas says,
At
a
least,
shot on target.
at least testing the keeper, right?
Yeah.
Fatawu
Like
should
that,
have
there
laid it
isn't
off.
on Marti. That's on the individual players.
Yes,
Like,
exactly. And he should have either put.
Oh,
Yo.
I have to say that's actually. So I think we are seeing the reason why Daka's in the team, right? Because Swansea, they've always played it out from the back, right? Since Russell Martin was there.
Let's have a look here. He's done well.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. I think he should have shot before taking that extra stride. Trial it near post.
I told you, lads. Told you about 5 times before. 5-0. 5-0 Leicester in this game. We're going to score 3 in the second half.
go on,
1
Marks.
for half time.
I honestly was going to say hand on heart 2-0 for the score prediction before I just didn't get a chance to, but I'm still going to stick with it.
Yeah, my prediction of 0-0 is already washed.
Yeah.
And
Ragsy,
you're happy,
you reckon-
You're happy it's washed.
Ragsy, I reckon. Do you think Mavadidi's going to score today, mate?
He's not even on the bench.
Nah, he's going to get
He'll score more
emergency
than I this season.
subbed in.
He'll score more than I this season, that's for sure. So you're not
Really? I'll take you up on a ghost of a chili.
Willie hell, man, you're crazy. You're crazy.
Yeah, I don't mind if you think he's actually going to score anything. They're that much over Steffi. Yeah, like,
Can you
He'll
guys
come
bet a
back,
Carolina
have a
Reaper, please,
burst,
so I can watch someone else
and
suffer?
then he'll have a burst. And once he gets his confidence back and stuff, he has been pathetic. Like no doubt about it with Steffi and stuff, and he needs to get his act together. And rightfully, Monga's in the team. But
They said a muscle. They said a muscle injury, didn't they? So
He pulled up or something, didn't he, in training? They said so. Yeah.
potentially, yeah.
Are you
Braggs
guys
is gonna
willing
get
to
the-
bet a Carolina Reaper over that?
Well, that's a good ball.
oof.
Is he onside?
And now you have to press the second ball. Yeah, nice. Force him to go long again. And you can
I
win it quite
would-
simply, right? Go
I
on.
would bet a Carolina Reaper that IU will score more goals than Mavididi this season. I will do that.
Do it,
You'll
Ragsy.
do
Take
that.
him up on it.
All right,
Shake
yeah,
on
done.
it.
Done.
Shake on it.
Yeah.
Go on.
Yes.
that
now I
theirs?
can see someone else suffer.
All right, yeah, done.
Done, mate.
I can't wait
We're
to watch
doing
one
it.
of you guys. I want to
I
see how
can't
you
wait.
guys suffer compared
I
to
can't
me.
wait
I
for
took
this.
it like a champ.
And Steffi, don't let me down. Don't let me down. I'll back you on this channel.
Yeah,
all
because
right?
he's
None
not
of
done
these
that
songs-
before, has he?
If
He's
you
never let you down before,
you're
Ragsy.
at home, your nice cushy house, I believe in you. I believe in you, bro.
He's never let you down before, Ragsy, has he, mate? Come on.
Yeah. Hey, you're resting your faith on Jordan Ayew, but I'm just a bit.
Oh, what is that on screen? Oh, oh, it's not on, and it was hidden, Anil. It was hidden.
I know they're saving that for later.
Oh, is it for later? Yeah,
Yeah.
nice.
Is it me or the chili in my mouth?
that
No,
would look
no.
better than what it actually is.
So I didn't see the screen.
Oh, go on. What a turnaround from Manga there.
That photo, man.
That's definitely
I didn't
ours.
see it. What is it? Let me
Oh,
look.
I've just seen it. Go into the group chat, Luke. You'll see it. That's awful.
I'm missing out.
That is rough. Can we also get the Sydney Sweeney Jordan Thomas matchup going and all?
I was looking for that. I've lost it. Somebody
Send
needs to
Frankie's
bring
got
that
it. Frankie's got it. Send it again, Frankie. Frankie, you should edit that photo onto the computer screen behind in the meme. That would be more realistic. Yeah, Blaze says, hope Skip doesn't come on today. Yeah, let's wait and see. Wait till the second half.
No,
Yeah, I mean
think
that,
they
that
just
cost
did
us in the
abandon
last game, didn't it?
Yeah. Surely Marty will know no better, though.
It's
Always
a
trial
difficult
that.
one though, right? Because we all know he's bad, but at the same time, it's like I do understand it. If you've got a player of that supposed value, you're trying to get a tune out of him, right? Problem is there's no tune to be played, is there?
Yeah.
No, there's no
But
strings
also,
in that
it's
guitar.
not-
We've tried.
Yeah. It's not just bringing Skip on as well. It was that midfield trio that was working so well and we're in cohesion and stuff, especially the double pivot there. And he goes and reshuffles that. So it's hard for Skip to like adapt in. And then
Good save.
Good save. And then
And that
for
was
the
the
whole
run into the
midfield
half
to go
space,
and
right? You know?
re-adjust as well.
Yeah, they play that style too.
Mm.
This wing has been pretty decent, I think. Yeah, I don't think that was ever going in, but he's got to make the save there.
All right.
I think that if you look at game as a whole again, look at that. We still only had the one shot on target.
Well, we scored though. Hey.
Can I
We have, but it's
And I think we should have had
like
three shots
we're
on target.
lacking
Like,
that.
the
that we're
more
not
shots on
dominating
target
the
is more
game,
from the
right?
individual's quality than the coaching, because we should have had more than one shot on target in this game so far.
It's just been sent in the chat, Anil, the community
great.
one. Come on, boys, let's get a second.
Anyway.
Like, can you actually imagine the meltdowns if we drew this game?
Yes, I can, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right, this is frozen for me. I'm going back to stream.
You got to say we're lucky that it's kind of a weird championship at the moment where there isn't really an out-and-out front runner.
Yeah, no one's running away with it.
Yeah.
That's good to hear.
I would also say this though, like probably the best team in the championship. I hate to say this so far, probably has been Coventry. But when we played Coventry, they were lucky not to lose that game. I think.
Yeah, they were toothless.
Because Mavadini should have scored. So
Yeah.
that kind of does bode well, right? If you think about it, well, okay, if the best team we were better than them, it means
I feel like we can beat anyone, but we can also lose to any team on the given
Yeah.
day, which is a bit more unnerving.
I think we're all in the mix with a whole lot of other mediocre teams as well. We're kind of a mediocre side overall, and then we're in the sort of mix. So it really is like an open sort of like contest, to be honest with you, this season. So it could be interesting. Maybe Borough.
I think you're right after that.
Yeah, maybe Borough could. Oh, shit. Missed anyway.
Did anybody here watch the Leeds Spurs game?
Yeah, I did.
Did you see that penalty shout? Did you see the penalty shout at the end where it fucking thingy dived?
No,
at the very end, like the last May.
A few minutes.
I was watching this game. I was watching the game, mate, and there was just loads of Leeds fans. They were crying their fucking hearts out because Pascal Strout dived and they didn't get a penalty. Come on.
I mean, I thought Leeds were fucking battered, man. They deserve to concede even more goals. They're a horrible, bad team. Will go down. Can't wait for it.
The sad thing is they probably won't go down.
I mean, let's hope Wolves starts leveling up a bit. Yeah. Same for West Ham, and then there's a very real chance that they will.
Yeah. Doc, who did you say was losing?
West Brom were losing.
Oh, okay.
See, Man United, they're ahead.
Yeah. Brian and Wemmer.
I thought they were going to lose that game for sure, actually. But,
okay.
Never count on United, and then when you count on them to lose, they will win. When you count on them to win, they will lose.
For me, it's just crazy seeing how bad they are because, I grew up in a generation where Man United, I think their average home scoreline was 4-0. That's average, which means that games they won more than that. You know what I mean? It's just like, I think there's like 18 years of never getting a point there or whatever like that. And then now it's like everyone goes up there and
they get a ton of points.
We were the first to stick the knife in their throat of the 5-3 victory. That was when they were no longer the scary United, in my opinion.
Yeah.
You would probably agree as well, Anil. And what's crazy is seeing the success of players that have left there. Rashford, Højlund.
They just scored a second, by the way.
Did they?
Wow.
United, yeah.
That's an important challenge there by Thomas.
So many players that leave there. McTominay, that go on to do well. And then the good players that go there, and it's just like there's something about that shirt now that just wrecks people.
Oh shit! Benjamin Sesko scored.
Yeah. I saw Borough are losing as well against Portsmouth.
Oh really?
Yeah, they're losing. Yeah.
We got Portsmouth next after the break, actually.
Yeah, we do.
Oxford are beating Watford.
Okay.
Southampton 1-0 up. Bristol City 1-0 up. And obviously Coventry 1-5-0. Crazy.
Really? Fucking hell.
Yeah, against Sheffield Wednesday.
Oh, nice triangle. JJ again on the ball.
Oh, JJ.
Nice.
Get it forward.
Go on, Monga. Go on, Monga.
Nice. Oh, he's gliding.
Oh,
that's a decent shot. Unfortunately, he got blocked. You can see the power. That was good.
Yeah.
Mavadini's better.
Get mad on. Get mad on.
Nah, I'm kidding. I love Monga. Nah,
it could have been a goal, though. Actually, I feel like if it wasn't blocked,
it could have gone anywhere.
Yeah.
Mate, when you get the new Football Manager, first thing you do when you load up the Leicester save, you click on Jeremy Monga, you put offer new contract, you put expiry date 2049,
and then you check his position. I can't wait
until it reaches max wages. You press offer. That's what you do.
Oh, this is really good. This is gonna be.
That was a good. That was a good chance. Go on, Monga.
Oh,
all glued to seat. That was a good set piece.
Like, I feel like even if that doesn't count for a shot on goal, that's a clear-cut chance that we should be getting another shot on goal for. It's very weird. It feels like when we hit the goal, we find the score, but it takes us ages to get chances that should be shots on goals into shots on goals.
Yeah.
Shots on target, rather, maybe I should say.
Well, yeah, that's what I don't like about it. I would rather us sort of pepper the goal, even if a few go wide, rather than try and pass it in the back of the net. It's a bit Wenger under Arsenal, Arsenal under Wenger even. They used to be like that, didn't they? When they scored, it'd be absolutely liquid football, but they'd also spend like 25 minutes just going side to side.
Mm.
Did Jazza just get a heavy hit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, as we said, he's going to be the most fouled. The only thing I feel sorry for Joe Mongo, it'll be interesting to see when he's 28 years old if he's still able to play the game. Same with Lamine Yamal, because players like that are going to get targeted heavily.
Yeah.
Did you
Like
see
Marcus,
this thing
Marcus
with
Van Basten had
Yamal
to
again?
retire at age 28 years of age, and
Do you keep seeing this Yamal stuff?
Yeah,
Like
what
he
about?
keeps missing games because he's got pain in his pubic area. This is like the third time it's happened. It's like, what is he up to on the week?
Guy likes to.
Nah, that's a serious
Go
problem.
on.
Osteopubitis.
Good effort.
That's a
Unlucky face.
horrible problem to have.
Should have been another shot on target, right? Again, another chance that should have been converted to a shot on target.
Maybe it's just the way they word it in Spain. I'm guessing they just mean groin, but it's just the way they say the pubic pain.
Yeah, it's just like that area there.
Wait, all right, Luke. All right.
Yeah.
Did you catch this with the Birmingham CEO trying to do a Delia Smith?
Shocking.
Oh, mate. It's cringy as that, honestly.
Let's go, team. Let's go.
Let's go football.
Imagine I
go on
doing
soccer.
that.
Oh, go on, Monga.
That'd be definitely.
Oh, go on, our boy.
Foul.
No, that's not a foul. He dove too easily.
Oh, has he dived? Did he dive again?
No, he didn't dive, but he went down too easily. Like, he did get hit, but it was very soft.
Easy.
Right, Bo,
Oh,
mate.
what a first touch.
That gave. Oh my god! I thought this guy.
This wing has been very good for Swansea. You've got to say.
Yeah,
Who is it?
Guillaume, or whatever his name is. What's it
That's a
called?
foul.
Oh yeah.
How are we playing? We're playing okay. Goal up. Probably slightly the better team in open play, but it's not a dominant display. I think Swansea have been quite decent as well, to be honest. I think the question is as per every game this season, that we're not really creating a massive amount of chances. We did just create a good one off a corner, though.
And a
Big
good
shout
one
out, by the way.
afterwards.
There is 700 watching, 238 on YouTube, and there's nearly 500 on X. Come over to YouTube, get involved in the chat. I'm going to give away another five free membership things.
Get the likes up as well, please. Only do that, Locks, if
Absolutely.
we get another 50 likes between now and half time.
Yeah, let me have a look. Where are we? There we are.
Set piece for Swansea here.
That could be dangerous. Ooh.
That could have gone anywhere.
My booty hole just bucketed.
Go on, Winks.
Is Locks drunk? Asks Frankie.
Oh, deal with it.
No, that's well done from Winks there. If he doesn't go out, they get a perfect cross in. Is Lux drunk? Frankie asks. Lux, what are you saying?
No comment.
A few seconds in front. I got
Yeah, not enough shots on target as per.
But then again, we should have had 5 shots on target at this point. It's just the player quality is just not good enough in the finishing. Like we've had 5 good chances, I think, this game. That at the very least should have.
I think we've had 2, but
no, but
that's
the
better
header
than we
from the
are
free
we have
kick,
normally.
the header from the free kick, the corner, the goal, the chance where Patson Daka pressed high up. That's 4 chances I can name on the top of my head that should have been shots on target. The JJ shot 5 minutes in as well that flies over the bar when he gets a shot at the edge of the area. Like those things should be testing the keeper at the minimum. So like that's not as much coaching as it just is poor finishing quality.
Ethan's mom, if I could pick you, Ethan's mom, I would. It's random though. Sorry. I would pick you over anybody else.
I just don't understand it.
No, I picked Doc's mom.
Oh my god, Lux. Can we get this guy off the stream?
No comment from Anil here.
What did you
If you
say,
wanted to know
Luke?
if Lux was drunk, you just had your answer there, in my opinion.
The whole reason we don't have
He's
the
a
ball right
drunk
now is
little
because
fucker.
Ricky Page just came to receive the ball from Jakub Salacek a minute ago, and Jakub said, no, go
Yes.
forward. I'm going to hoof it long Schmeichel style and just turn the ball over for no fucking pointless reason. He's starting to piss me off.
Okay, go on, Luke.
Okay,
Thomas.
good insight.
Okay, Thomas. All right, that's a free kick, no?
But ref.
Fucking
Do
hell.
we know?
Ref
Do we
is
know
not-
why VK isn't on the pitch, on the bench?
No, I'm
I think
surprised
he's
actually.
injured.
Maybe his jaw is hurting, or he has pain in his groin
He's
area.
got a fungal infection from that groin guard around his chin.
I was gonna, oh, yeah. I was going to say he's getting his gimp mask replaced, I think. Oh, man.
Pretty even game.
He's got building works around the house.
That is a golf cart reversing, actually.
Okay.
Sorry.
I thought they were
I'll mute
forklifting
my mic
ions.
until it goes. That's Mavadidi. This is Mavadidi's lift, mate. It's the hospital.
How many did Haji Wright score then against Sheffield Wednesday? He must have scored a few.
Let's have a look.
Go on. That's better.
Keep going.
But it's actually mad how far down on FOTMob the championship is. Like it's under Croatia and Cyprus.
Just follow the league, mate. Then you'll have it higher up in your feed. That's what I do.
Sheffield Wednesday.
Much better possession.
Moving.
Oh, go on.
Haji Wright scored 1.
Go on, Daka. Stick out your dick for it. Go on. Oh.
I think their best player this season has been that Victor Torp, hasn't it? Although he was pretty
of course he's
enormous.
Danish, mate. Of course you knew he was going to do well.
Oh, fuck off.
Actually, I have a Dane with I have a friend who has the exact same name, Victor Torp. I told him to stop scoring, hopefully. Fucking hate Coventry.
How's the kid that went to Porto doing for the massive amount of money?
They're praising him, saying they should have paid another 20 mil for him. He's the best wonder kid I've ever seen. Yeah.
What do you mean he's the best wonder kid you've seen? No, that's Jeremy, mate.
No, he's the best wonder kid they've ever seen because they haven't seen Jeremy.
Oh, okay. All right. Would you have Froho or Monga?
Froho or Monga? I'd have Froho.
You fucking snake. You treacherous bastard.
But the thing is different. Froho is,
shit.
more. Froho is an established.
Buzz, you're right. This is looking like the Wrexham game. We need to get back on it. We've completely backed off for some reason.
Yeah, we need the halftime to come soon.
To say something. Yeah. I thought I was being paranoid.
But Anil, do you not think this is like? Do you think this is what Marti was talking about? Do you think this is the players? The players have just dropped a level since the goal. It's almost we've scored.
Yeah, you could argue we haven't actually been on the level at all. Even it was a wonder goal, right?
Sacked.
Well, it's the same old culture, really.
I do think that the guy, someone is totally anonymous, is Bobby Reid in this match. I can't ever remember him touching the ball.
It's not.
Yeah, he was very good the other few games, but he's been. I wouldn't mind him being subbed out in the break or maybe 50 minutes in for Aaron Ramsey.
Bring on Jordan.
Don't move Jordan up. We need Jordan, the number 8.
He'd come on and score a goal.
Keep him.
No. Bring Jordan on. Jordan Ayew on for Bobby.
No, get Aaron Ramsey on.
Get Aaron Ramsey on.
Ramsey.
He's named after Welshman. Surely he'll cook in Swansea.
Yeah.
Go on then. Win the fucking ball back, lads. I'm tired of seeing them passing it around.
Yes. Have some.
Go on, Mongo.
Go on.
Nice.
I knew it was going to happen.
No.
Is he just this ref, man? Oh, Ricky.
Oh, this could be dangerous.
Half dealt with it there, did Ricky Pete?
Come on.
He just got cooked a little bit.
Yeah, and that wing has got the better of him so far this game, I think.
No, I think Ricky's been bang average last 2 games. 3 games.
Yeah.
I don't know about bang average.
I think it's clear what Ricky offers. He's just not the best defensively.
I think average Ricky P is still better than most players in our squad.
Yeah.
Like he's
still clear, but it's just...
Yeah,
we're just speaking for his standards and stuff because, like, we know he's capable of more.
I think our best players today again have been Winks and Jordan James.
All right.
The fuck is that
mean?
That's what Turkey thought of my comment there. They just dropped all the glasses on the floor. Marti needs to give the team a rocket. I actually agree with you, Buzz. Because I feel like the way that we're playing, it's sort of like it feels like Swansea will get an inevitable goal.
I mean, I think we should be very happy that there's a break coming up soon, right? We need 50 minutes to regroup, re-strategize, and come out a different side in the second half here. I think we've been all right for a large period, but there was now the last 50 minutes we've been shocking.
Yeah.
Like I was very happy.
I don't think we've been terrible, Duck. It's just been, unfortunately, it's been I think, a copy paste of like pretty much every game we've played this season.
I view it differently. I feel like this and the Wrexham game are the first games where we really got ahead early on, right? Except for the Birmingham game, which we very comfortably closed out. But I mean, this is giving more Wrexham vibes, where we play really well up until we get the goal, and then we start, falling down. And luckily this time, though, I feel like the halftime break will come at a good point for us to get our shit together.
Fucking Bobby.
But why is that a foul then? When every time we get the ball, we don't get fouls.
Fucking donkey.
But I don't really get this comment, boss. We've created some good chances, mate. Like it's not just one moment of individual brilliance. We should have had many shots on target.
I don't know what you're seeing, Doug.
No, we should have had more than the one, of course. Like anyone disagreeing with that, just like you.
I'd say decent opportunities, but they're not. Yeah, I'd say decent opportunities.
The corner, that could have easily been a goal.
But like they're not clear-cut opportunities. I think that's what we're alluding to here.
So the chance when we win the ball with Daka highest press, was that not a clear-cut chance? Yeah. It should have been a clear-cut chance, but individual fucked it up.
No. It's where you're like clear-cut opportunities are where we've broken through a defence and stuff, and it's a clear shot on goal or like a one-on-one situation.
I will say, I did see this. Luke Thomas got rinsed for his Wrexham, was lucky to stay on. That is true. He was.
Problem is that Christensen also got rinsed when he came on as well.
One time, maybe. 1 or 2 times. Not as much as Thomas.
They are both awful.
Nice Swansea here.
Both of them.
Yeah, and we need the half-time to come soon.
Oh.
Great header.
I will say,
survival right now.
2 centre-backs have done decent this half. I think they've cleared a lot and they've been organised, to be fair to them. But the problem is, I think there's always a bozo moment in them.
21 more likes, guys. Come on. Someone unliked. 22 now. Sacked.
That was luck. Like I don't.
Hit 19. I don't know if can you guys hear me right?
It's just quiet, mate. Yeah, that's all. But it's not. I think we're just loud. I can't pick EA White, mate. Sorry, it's random. It's random. Rag. Okay, I'm not going to read that. Never mind. Is that half time?
No.
So this guy's called Ronald and he's Brazilian. That's a bit crazy. And he's a left winger.
Ronald Reagan.
Oh my God.
You joke, but he probably is named after Ronald Reagan. There are some weird ones like that in Brazil where they name them. Like there's a brilliant Brazilian international player called John Kennedy. Have you seen him?
No, what the fuck,
yeah.
Really?
He plays in Mexico now, but he was playing for Palmeiras, yeah.
Oh, fine.
Just blow the
maybe
fucking whistle.
They done well there because we were a man short. Nice. Let's get rid. Oh, Fatawu.
Just get rid.
Is that JJ there?
Yeah, he's helping out. Helping out.
Just blow the whistle, ref, mate.
Nice.
Surely played that minute.
Yeah.
We get no fouls with this.
Yeah,
are we not blowing the whistle here, man? Why are we not blowing
this? This is crazy. This is crazy.
That 1 minute of added time has definitely been played now, man. It was 1 minute. Just fucking blow the whistle, ref.
Good header, Vestergaard.
Now he blows.
Yeah, he didn't blow for the foul. He blew for half time.
Yeah.
All right, guys. What do you make of that? Then it's 1-0. Thanks to a certain Welshman.
My hand.
I want to say like what pretty good 31st minutes, and then we were horrible for 15.
Yeah, it was kind of similar, right, to the Wrexham game. I don't think we were like. I thought we were better in the first half against Wrexham than we were here. But yeah, we just dropped off, man. Like we just dropped off after we scored. It's frustrating, and that's not a Marti decision. That's not a tactical instruction. I think the day, right?
But yeah, look at these stats, right? Because Swansea have had more possession. They've had one less shot, but they've had more shots on target. It's a pretty even game. They definitely look like scoring, but I just think it's disappointing that rather than this being like super convincing performance, when you can say, "Oh, look, Leicester, these guys are clearly either going to get automatically promoted or going to be one of the teams in the mix." To be honest with you, it just looks like two fairly evenly matched teams. I don't think we've been bad. I just don't think we've been particularly good. What do you guys think?
I mean, I'd be inclined to agree. I feel like we haven't been as dominant throughout the entire half. I thought if we saw what we did the first 30 minutes or 15 minutes more with a bit more quality in the final third, it would have been a very pleasing all-round performance. But constantly taking off your metal or pedal to the metal is
What do you make to this from Steve? We need a bit more control in that midfield, carrying a passage there.
I would say I disagree. We don't have as much ability of winning the ball back, but when we have the ball, we feel very comfortable in the midfield. I feel like Wings has played well. Jordan James has been great. When Ricky moves into the DM role, like we saw under Enzo, that obviously works great. So I feel like when we have the ball, we have a lot of control there. But in terms of winning the ball back, right, it is only really Jordan James there with the physical qualities to do that, and that's not really doing much.
See, the thing is, I think that Reed's a passenger, right? I think if you replace him, that midfield will look better.
Yeah, maybe
we just need some explosiveness coming into the team, really. Just someone who can be on the half turn, occupy that space in between the lines, and then just like full on travel with the ball and go for it, along with JJ as well.
I think the opposite. I actually think we don't have very good control of the ball, particularly in our build-up and attack. I think that we have had slightly more possession, but it's very, very remote. It's not for long. I think building it up from the back, sometimes, yes, it's half decent. But in attack, for me, in my opinion, we are not holding the ball well. Again, everything that we highlighted, and Anil highlighted a great job of before the match, I think has just been well on display for this game, to be honest with you, which is frustrating to see after the disappointment of the Wrexham game. We're seeing the exact same patterns, look too comfortable. Whether it's arrogance on the ball or the players being confident, I am not entirely sure. What would you guys say?
I think the problem is that you look at a Thomas, you look at like who else was in the team and stuff like that is actually a decent performance from them. The problem is that they're just not good enough players. So there's not really much more room of improvement for them. That like you're just going to keep on seeing more of the same thing. So like there's some battles that he won, and there were some good bits that he did. But then there's also like just failings in these players that are just going to be constantly exploited by teams, even in the Championship as well, because, they're not top end Championship players. They're kind of sort of mid-table ones, especially with Thomas. So like, that's the problem. Even with Daka and stuff, like he's doing some good sort of runs in behind and he's actually like, he's trying to be physical, but he's light as a feather. So there's just limitations to these players. So it is a personnel issue more than that over the actual tactics, because you look at the service for the wingers, they're getting enough service and they're getting the right service in space as well. We're sort of like playing through the lines a bit and we're seeing things come to life. But then it just like when it comes to us retaining the ball in midfield, turning it over and then supplying our wingers, where it's breaking down is in attack when we're getting into the final third and we're just either the pass is not right or there's players not committed enough and there's players just not in the right positions. And that's just more of the personnel on the pitch and their willingness to commit and then go forward and be ruthless. Like be ruthless up top and just be like, right, I'm going to be the guy. I'm going to take it upon myself to go and get in the box or take a shot or try something innovative and different to go and seal this game and go and get a double of our advantage in this tie. But there's not enough players on the pitch to do that.
I feel like maybe too many players just don't have the confidence in front of goal, right? I don't know if it's from like last season when we didn't score in so many, but I don't know. I feel like we're very little. We just poor effectively in front of goal, and it's a bit of a bummer. I feel like we've been all right, like for most part. I think Manga has done well. I'm very sad that the shot got blocked, the one that he managed to get, because I really feel like that could have been something, right? That felt really good when you saw him strike it with a lot of power, and it looked to be pretty precise as well. But man, the finishing quality needs to be better. We should have had at least 3 shots on targets, in my opinion, from the chances and quality of chances we created. I
agree with Caleb here. I think we need to. They were the better team for that last 10 or 15 minutes easily.
For sure, they were, and that's the big thing, right? So for me, you're going into the break now 1 goal ahead, but is Marti gonna make a change at halftime? I wouldn't be mad if you took out Deco over Reed, because something needs to change if it's tactically or just mentally. But I'm very happy we got the 50 minutes break now, because something needs to change. Because if this continues for another 45 minutes, well, we're not going to be winning this game. We'll be lucky to walk away with a point.
Do you guys think we're going to see any subs at halftime? Do you think Marti's going to wait for the 60-minute mark, or do you think, no, we're going to see at least 1 sub straight away at halftime?
Nah, based on what I see with Mai, I think he will make a change, because he cannot be happy. There is literally the same things happening against Wrexham. So I think he'll make a change, and I think it will be Bobby Reed. Who comes on, though? I don't know. I don't think he necessarily even have to put on a 10. I think we're talking about control, energy. Like, Swansea have literally got more possession than us. Like, I know it sounds stupid, but if we had another Harry Winks in the squad, I would put on the second Harry Winks to play with the first Harry Winks, if that makes any sense. But we don't really have that. Is Simari on the bench? I'm not saying I would, but I could understand it if he did something like that, just to try and get more wrestle, a bit more control, and dominate the game a little bit, because he hadn't had it. But that said, if maybe it's just the fact that I honestly feel like we're playing with 10 players, because I don't think I'm going to have a look at the stats now. Let's have a little bet. How many touches do you think Bobby Reed had in that first half?
2 or 3 maximum.
5.
Donkey.
5, maybe.
Believe it or not, he actually had 13. But
I reckon there were touches off the ball.
Key passes 0, yeah. Only 80%.
We had high contrast for the pitch as well, and I still barely saw it. So like, he still didn't even stick out with like how bright that pitch was on Fox's Hub and stuff. So,
but I mean, that's 20 less touches than, say, Harry Winks. I mean, admittedly, the position he plays, though, he does have to get forward.
But I really like how, like, in the Wrexham game, I thought he was really good and how he dropped into the build-up play. And we've seen it, I can recall 1-2 times where he's linked up well on the left-hand side to link up with Monga and be that relief as I want him to be. But he's just been stationary for most of the game. I feel like he's just been completely out of it. And yeah, I really want to see more of Aaron Ramsey, right? We heard so many good things about him. He was red hot when he came to us, you could say, despite him coming back from injury. He did have a very good game against Derby. And obviously we've only seen 20 minutes of him, so I'd like to see more.
Here's another good question for you guys. Were you guys a little disappointed in Ricardo that half? Let us know in the comments as well.
Yeah, I was just about to ask you that, Luke. I could actually see him bringing on Hamza. And the reason,
I wouldn't argue it.
Because I think that winger, Eom, is that how you pronounce it? I think he's got the better of Ricardo. To be fair, a lot of it is because Ricardo's inverting in. So, when he's out of position, you got someone to attack the space. But Ricky will definitely come off in this game. Whether or not he comes up at halftime or he comes up at 60, I've got a feeling he'll come up at 60. But yeah, great point that you've made there. I could see that change happening. I think the problem is, though, Luke, is that as soon as you make that change, it kind of feels like you're settling for whatever the score is at that point in time. So it's like, that would be my fear. Like, he puts him on, then Swansea get one, and it's 1-1, and we can't ever get, if anything, we're holding on a little bit, like against Wrexham. If we were 2-0 up, then I'd be more happy with that change. We'll have to see.
Yeah, but to be honest with you, I completely agree with you. But the problem is that he's done nothing of substance for me in possession. Unfortunately, and I hate to say that because I'm one of Ricky P's biggest fans. And there is a time and place for as much as I slate Hamza for his quality on the ball. There is a time and place for him to be utilised in a squad wherever he has to be shutting down a winger, getting a little bit physical, a little bit gritty, pulling out all the tricks out of the Brexit ball bag. I didn't say I did it. But you know what I mean. But the whole right side looks, to be honest with you, quite lackluster. I think Fatawu not had the greatest first half either, to be honest with you. He should have laid that ball off. There's been a few times he's done that recently. I understand sometimes you want him to be greedy. You want him to shoot. We mentioned that he's isolated, so sometimes he has, no choice but to be a little bit greedy. But with opportunities like that, we're inside the box. Square the ball, please. Or at least, make a modest effort on goal. That was honking, to be honest.
Steve met Kate earlier. How's Swansea? What's it like?
The weather looks nice there over there. To be honest, it looks like a good time.
Swansea's dead.
Do you think Fatawu looks stripped of confidence? You could
I
argue he's too confident.
I don't think he looks stripped from confidence at all, right? I think the championship treatment has just gone back into effect, right? You will be double marked. You will have 2 men on you instantly. They'll do everything they can to silence him in a game. It's understandable. It will happen. And he's not gonna get 3 goals every game because there will be so many men on him, and he needs that extra relief, which he hasn't been getting as much this game with Ricky sitting deeper, right? More as the CDM when we're in possession.
Yeah, it feels like it's just too much onus on Fatawu just to go and like be the one who's the main chance creator and the main shot taker and stuff like that. He just needs someone to pass on some of those responsibilities to him. Jordan James has done that for sure. And there's
just seeing that goal again. Oh my goodness!
Wow,
is he scored now 2 goals in 4 games? Prolific.
Brilliant.
I do disagree with the statement though. Lux.
Yeah.
Your audio, mate.
Oh, sorry.
Cheers. I don't think Manga have been utterly wank. I think Manga's been pretty good. I think Fatawu's been too confident and should have given the ball up a few times. There could have been another goal maybe after Daka won it, right? And he insisted on shooting himself. Had he passed that ball, it could have been a massive chance, even bigger than it already was. But yeah, I want to see more, right? I want to see more from Fatawu.
Just a bit more composure from him. Just like, he almost just sort of needs to just chill out a bit, just calm yourself down and just be like, look, if the run's not on, you don't have to take a player on every single time. Like, you're not expected to do that. Just pass inside and then just wait and go again. Because otherwise you're just like, in a way, you're just sort of attracting too much attention from the defense and they're just going to suss that out and then just block you off. And then you're just never going to get anywhere and stuff. So sometimes that's why it's needed sometimes, even if it can be infuriating, just to pass back or pass to the side and stuff. That's why, because, it sort of derives attention away from you, from the opposition. So to sort of meander it about, have the passes and stuff. And then when you're in space, then you go and explode. Then you burst onto the scene and then you go and take the man on. So, and then, then you'll get some decent opportunities there. But he needs help. The main thing is he needs help and he needs proper support and striker to supply to, players in and around him that can link up with him and help him integrate himself into the game. And then we'll get to see more of him. Start of the season, explosive, just practically carrying us and stuff, but that's never going to be sustainable. Just relying.
What do you make of this comment, Ragsy? Abdul is like Ragsy on her first day, trying a bit too hard, needs to chill out.
It's easy.
We've all been there. We've all been there.
Yeah. I may be nerve-wracking inside and stuff, but on the surface, I'm like...
I have a question for Lux here. If JJ gets a hat-trick, will you be jumping in the pool on stream with your clothes on? Can Lux not hear us?
Oh.
Can you hear me okay? I don't know how dodgy my audio is.
Yeah.
We can hear, but we can hear ourselves quietly. There's a bit of a small echo. It wasn't.
Yeah, I'll sort that out in a second. I'll sort out in a second.
But will you be jumping in the pool if JJ...
Yeah? I'll do it if he gets a brace. If he gets a brace,
okay.
One more goal.
Go on, JJ. I want him to shoot every chance he gets now.
I would like to see Ricky P put up front for a half. Looks like it's all goes with football intelligence. Look back at the goal he scored with a Monga assist. None of our strikers would have. You know what? He's not attacking the box much in this game. He's been forced back defensively. I think in general, Swansea have done a good job. I mean, they're dominating the game at the moment. I think what's a bit weird though is if we are we could play the counter-attack game, but I feel like we're not doing that either. It's not like we're trying to hit them on the break ourselves with pace down the wings. We're still trying to play that sort of slow build-up style. Maybe we should go a bit more direct. Best player for us so far, lads?
Jordan
James, surely.
Jordan James, yeah.
James,
And I think that actually, I would say probably Manga afterwards. I feel like he's been really good. A bit unlucky with some of the free kicks he hasn't been given. But again, his confidence is there to go again and go again and go again and go again. And
Boys coming out, but no, looks like no changes because I see Bobby Reed still out.
I can understand that, but I hope it happens at the very least after 15 minutes if Nikodova Reed doesn't show a lot more this half.
Well, to be fair, I don't know what the state is of the players that could replace him. But as Locke said, we could always just put Ayew there instead of Ramsey, but I'm sure that he has thought. I reckon that'll mean that Ramsey comes on at 60. I'm sure he's going to try and get him into the game.
Yeah. You need some.
I mean, Ramsey needs to build up some fitness as well, right? Hadn't played much with the long-term injury, then got the game against Derby before he joined us, and then got 20 minutes and then instantly out for a month. And now he can maybe get 30 more minutes here, and then there'll be another 2 weeks without a game or a week without a game because there'll be an international break. And
as Ayew come on?
Yeah. Is Ayew on? No, I haven't seen Ayew.
I haven't seen him.
I don't see Ayew on the pitch right now.
No changes to that.
No, okay, unusual. But hopefully he's giving them a rocket.
Yeah, he should. He needs to have done just to kick them up the arse a bit.
Yeah.
Stico Origi on the ball with a horrible pass.
Gives it away. Yeah, straight away.
Decision needs to be made. Get him off.
Yeah. Oh.
Shot whistled wide there from the. What's his first name? This guy
from Eon.
Yeah.
I don't know actually.
Ji-sung Yeom.
Scores across the board. Bristol City beating QPR. 1-1 with Derby Southampton. 1-0 to Millwall over West Brom. And Portsmouth winning 1-0 against Middlesbrough.
Okay.
Oh, bit of miscommunication there.
Yeah. Come on, guys. Not a good start to the half. And bozo moments.
Yeah.
Winks 81% passing accuracy. That is lower for him. He's normally about 90, which maybe sums up the game in general. Because I'll be honest with you, whatever he said at half time, I don't think it's done anything.
No, it's not. No, it's early days, but it's just don't see any sort of vigor, any sort of new, lease of life.
Reed wins it back. Gives it away though.
Terrible.
Well, he was on the floor a little bit, but that's the difference, isn't it, between that's sort of what Ndidi used to do, win the ball back but give it away again straight afterwards. It makes a huge difference if you can Thomas with the challenge. What's the money to secure JJ permanent? It's supposed to be 6 million, I've heard.
Is that a foul?
It did look like one, to be fair. Opportunity for Swansea here on the wing, free kick. Chance them to get it in the box. We're paying that for Jordan James regardless, even if somehow it could be one of those where you buy him and sell him immediately just to make more money, but you're definitely paying for him.
Well, it depends where we are, really. He has a cracking season and stuff.
This hasn't started well, has it?
No. I don't think we've made a successful pass yet. Not in midfield, maybe a few in defence. Ji-sung Yeom take the free kick from the right wing for Swansea.
Oh, shit. Nearly.
That was close.
It was.
Give me that JJ.
That's like, well, it's
decent delivery.
Yeah, very good delivery. It's
get some control of the game there, guys.
They need to get their shit together just quickly.
Yeah.
Hold it up.
What would we all do then? Like, if you want to get more control of this game, what do? Do you bring on
Ramsey?
Ramsey?
Got to come off, man. He's given the ball away like 4 times already at the start of this half.
Yeah.
That's a minimum. Who you put on for him? Just someone who can pass, to be honest with you. I think there's an argument even for Samari, but I would put Ramsey in just because.
Oh, wrong way. Okay, fine.
I think it'll be Ayew. I think Ayew's going to come on.
He could do.
That's
just someone who can. I mean, to be fair, Ayew can hold up the ball because I'd say that again. Daka's not. He's doing good at pressing them, but when the ball comes up to him, he loses it. Oh wow, Reed actually keeps the ball. Thank Christ.
Oh my
Thomas gives it away. Was that Wings that was bustled off the ball?
Wings
good challenge, Vestergaard.
Wings
gets the ball back for Leicester.
And
Monga on the ball.
Monga.
Oh, nice.
Go on,
Here we go.
Mongo.
The acceleration.
Go on, Mongo,
All
go
of a
on.
sudden, something from
Go on,
nothing.
Mongo.
Go on.
Ah.
Unlucky, but
keep
Daki's got
going.
the ball
Keep
still.
going.
He's still kept the move alive.
Yeah. Finally, we get a foul with this, man. Even if it's a bit cheap.
I was gonna say, I think he's lucky to get
No,
that.
that's
but
the
fair
cheapest
enough.
one. But finally, we've had 3-4 times in a row where I was pretty sure there should have been a free kick. So finally,
That was
give it
lovely
something.
from Monga, though.
His
That's a
physicality
class
as well,
player.
man.
Yeah.
The guy tries stepping in and he's like, get off. And
Yeah.
brilliant.
And do you know what? I actually like that he tried to take on his man, because we've been saying that before, that I want to see Monga do more of that, not just turn back or try and go to the byline. Like, you're not going to beat your man every time, but he's got the talent to beat him more often than not.
Mm.
Luke
I'm
Thomas
not gonna
to
lie.
take
Take
the
this shot
step
to Monga and then let him cook on the down to the byline and get it in.
Let Monga take
Oh,
it.
Luke,
Come
good delivery in, please.
on. Come on. Just give it Monga. Trial him for a change.
No, it probably suits the left footed here for the yeah.
Yeah, I'll go and swim.
Not his
Can't
best
be the
delivery.
first. Okay. Yeah, can't be the first. No.
Played there. Good block there, Winks. Yeah, not seen much of Bobby today.
Is that manager talking shit to fucking Marti?
No. He's talking to his players, mate.
Yeah.
Very humble, man.
Luke trying to create some beef there on
Luke
the
on guard.
Don't talk shit to Marty, mate. I will batter ya.
Would you be a kind of Roy Keane type
Monga.
player? There? Oh, Monga again. Okay, Monga's starting to
going.
now.
Keep going.
Good first time there from
Go on,
Daka.
Deacon, do something. Oh,
seconds.
right idea. Poor execution.
Yeah, the idea
And that
was
would be
right
a
there,
throw.
but
Yeah, it's a terrible pass, but we get a throw.
Well, let me tell you something, brother.
Get him off.
That's frozen on my screen.
oh my god, he was offside
Oh,
there.
fuck.
This is tragic.
Oh,
This is tragic.
Reed.
fuck's sakes, why
Deacon
waste
over
time?
Reed.
Dear me.
Tell you what, lads. I had this Turkish hammam today, and my skin is soft. I just thought I'd throw that in there. That was all.
Great information. Love to hear it.
Go on, Luke.
Have you
Go on,
checked out the
Thomas.
Turkish massages, Locks?
Yeah, man.
Oh, lovely from Winks. Cool under pressure. That makes a big difference.
Go on,
Ricky on the
Daka.
ball
They're
now.
nice.
Oh, it's
They're
Daka
nice.
even. Wow.
Oh,
Oh.
for fuck's sakes, man.
Fair play. No, fair play to him. Fair play to him. He
It
didn't.
gets up, to be fair.
He kept the ball there. Hold
Facts.
back on that donkey noise just for a second.
Oh, Steffi's not on the bench today, by the way. Yeah, right. He can't be coming on.
Yeah,
He's out injured.
injured.
He's going to come on and get his another goal. He'll be 2 ahead of Ragsy's Mavididi, and Rags will be eating a ghost chili pepper in May.
Silko
wait for
Thomas
that.
is on the bench today, so he could come on for the final 10
Yeah,
or
and I think
something.
that's why, because I think it's
Yeah,
likely Fatawu won't be lasting 90 minutes again.
Oh, lovely. Jordan James, man. He's got good feet. Oh.
That ball's a bit too heavy, though.
That
Can be
was to
pressed, which is
nobody.
nice. Press,
There's a wild donkey
force it
fucking
long.
running around aimlessly on this pitch.
There we
It's
go.
crazy.
Win that. Is that not going out? Oh, we keep it. Nice.
Oh, we've kept the ball.
Nice.
No, that was good. You're right there, Doug. That makes a difference. We need to.
Go on.
Yes,
Go on.
Ricky.
Keep going, keep going.
Go on, Mongo.
Go on, shoot!
Go on.
Go on, Mongo.
Oh, J-Links, man.
Okay, last few minutes.
That's a
Last
shot on
few
target.
minutes.
That's a shot on target.
I'm joking. I'm
More
joking.
central now, Mongo.
It wasn't his finest, but that is literally that has doubled our shots on target for this
Yeah.
match to a colossal 2.
Probably
That is
would have
a
taken this much into
100%
the
increase from the Wrexham game.
Go on then, lads. We are improving. The data is showing it.
Yeah, 100% improvement. Absolutely clinging to.
Just imagine how bad the other players must be at set pieces for Thomas and I. I mean, JJ's normally on set pieces. He's not today. Or I think he takes the right corners.
Yeah. No, I think most of the left ones Luke Thomas does take, and he's normally not too bad, but that was not good from his last set piece because he didn't clear really the first man.
Jordan I should not be allowed on a set piece ever again.
No.
Yeah, Monga was in the 10 position there. Unfortunately, didn't do too well, but I could definitely see that being the future for him. I think he just needs a bit more physicality.
Oh.
Yeah, you see it there, and Ricky's trying to occupy two positions at the minute, midfield and right back.
Well, that's when you're inverting, right? That's why it's such a challenging position because it's so easy to be in the wrong place.
Yeah,
I think the last 5 minutes, him and Winks have been better. I wouldn't say great, but they've.
Go on, Luke Thomas. You have to get here.
Oh, great save! What a save!
What a fucking save! And why is Luke Thomas so fucking slow?
That was a surefire goal save there by Jakub Stalacek.
Oh my god!
Thomas got skinned on the wing.
This is why do we need Thomas in this team, man? This is
into the inside space.
What a fucking save!
Yeah,
every single fucking game. It's the same culprit.
What a save!
Yeah,
that was Luke Thomas, though, right?
Save.
Yeah,
of course it's Thomas, mate. Of course it is.
Down the left-hand side.
Like a car crash.
Get the Gimp mask on, or he's not on the bench.
Wait,
is Aluko on the bench?
If it's Nelson, if it's Aluko, just try. Yeah, just put them in the team. Put them in the team. They can't be as bad as this. This is ridiculous.
I don't think he's on the bench though, is he, Aluko? Christensen isn't.
I don't know. But yeah, that's a fucking problem.
Now I'd like to see some subs. At the very least, get Deacon over read out.
Yeah,
the ref has blown something. Is he pointing for substitutions?
No, not yet.
Now it is Aaron Ramsey. Thank you, Marti. Just as I asked for it.
Yeah, and it is for Bobby Reed.
Thank you.
Ramsey last this time before he does something bozo.
Apparently, Carranza's coming on. As well.
Not right now, but
no.
I mean, there's only one man standing ready, so.
There we go. Donkey has left the pitch at Swansea.
Yeah, he's still coming back from injury, and he was much better in the Wrexham game, but that was not a good performance from Bobby Reed today.
Yeah, he had a good half in the Wrexham game.
Let's not get red carded today, Ramsey.
Yeah, today it was dreadful.
Don't blame him too much. We gotta see the best of Ramsey today. Oh, Vestagle, that is
shit. What is Yannick doing there? For God's sakes.
Oh no.
Oh, what a tackle, Luke Thomas.
That was get that bozo noise out.
Luke Thomas giveth, Luke Thomas taketh away.
That's what I've been saying. Like, Yannick actually was having a really good game, and then you just know he's got that in him. That bozo.
He's got a mistake in him every game. I said that earlier today as well.
Yeah.
Like that's what I knew him for. Like, he's very good.
Seven to the back. Frankie, I agree with you. I'm not sure why Marty hasn't realised that Thomas is the weak link.
But so much comes down this side.
Because the weird thing is, he doesn't invert in nearly as much as Ricky either, so there's no real excuse for it.
Yeah, that's the thing. Ricky by his standards, and he's getting exploited a bit. Whereas Thomas, even though he's having a decent game, gets exploited way more than Ricky today. So it's like it's a clear weak link in the team. What's this?
He is doing that deliberately. Have you seen that? He's turning in a certain angle to make the Potnik come with a certain angle.
It's your assurance that unnerves me and makes me shit
free kick going to be for Swansea. That's Thomas again.
Booking too.
Stupid.
I wonder who I'm Just Too Real supports. Is I'm Just Too Real a Coventry fan or a Leeds fan? It's going to be one of the two. Asking about points deductions and shit.
Yeah, no idea.
EA White, Steffi's got an injury, mate. Muscle injury.
It's not looking good. Yeah.
Thomas and Vestergaard starting to get exploited.
Yeah. Another worldy save from Jakob coming in, maybe.
I do wonder if you could have a Coley in that position, because the way that we play, you know, if he stays as just a left centre back,
or
to be fair,
would you
Coley's
move
not
past
most.
to left back and have a Coley at centre back?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah,
as Pass is a bit more mobile.
Yeah,
I
He has
just
played
outright
there
think we
before,
should just
so
play
it's not
back three of a Luco, Vestergaard, and Faze.
yeah.
I'd
I feel
rather a
bad for
Luco,
Luca that he hasn't even been tried. Not even in the cup, I
it's-
don't think he played, did he?
He looked awesome in the preseason.
Yeah.
I just think it's
Did you see
unfair as
Jake
well.
Evans?
Yeah.
Banging him in, isn't he, for the under 21s?
Yeah. For the confidence.
Great finish, man.
needs it. I just
Nice.
think it's unfair as well. Like Nelson has one
Nice.
Here we
That was
go.
good
Okay,
play.
very
Here
shit
we go.
Ramsey.
game
Wrong pass.
in the cup and is never to be played against since. Whereas these centre backs, these defenders have made mistakes week in, week out. And yet they're
Nice
still
wings.
Wait,
Very
you
nice.
Sexy cunt.
Yes,
Go on.
Ramsey, good positioning.
Go on.
No.
I can see already the positions he takes up,
Come on.
Ramsey. I can see why Marty
Go
wants
on.
him in the team.
Shot. Okay, we're a bit better.
And
Come on.
getting that control finally. Yeah, I feel like the sub has maybe made a difference.
Yeah.
It's not counter chickens though. Yeah, for me, Winks again is just running the show.
Yeah. Nice.
Oh,
There's another
clumsy.
example of a first touch because the ball was delivered way
Yeah.
too hard.
Very risky.
But that a professional player should be able to control that, Luke. That wasn't that hard.
I know. That wasn't the hardest one. I know.
But I appreciate your point. Your point is, yeah, I'm being an idealist. It's like, yeah, if these players though are donkeys and can't control a touch like that, don't play a style that makes you use it, right?
That's what I think. I've seen at least four. I see it nearly every game. It's one of the things I called out earlier on in the season.
But then what style are they good at then? Because they can't, like we say, sit in and counter attack, but they can't really counter attack.
This style, Ragsy.
There you go then. So it's like, they're not good at it. Like that's the thing. They're not good at anything. So you try anything and it still doesn't work.
Yeah, no, I think now we're starting to look a little bit better in terms of the passing through the lines, but it is risky.
Yeah.
I think this is our
Just
best spell for a long time.
Yeah, go on.
That was poor.
Fatawu has been honky
Won
this
it back
game.
though. Won it back though.
Go on, go on.
Yes.
Yes.
That
Oh,
was better.
Okay, this is the first time in the entire match that we're starting to get a sustained spell of like you're seeing like systematic play.
yeah.
Come on, Leicester.
Building. We are
Come on,
building.
Leicester. First time you can even hear the away fans. They've something to wake them up.
Don't.
I singing Luke Thomas, one of our own. Never good.
No, stop this. This is ridiculous. Reward me.
Yeah, I think I miss assist-minded Abdul as well.
Richard Kone for QPR.
Would have loved him.
Locke's head of scouting for next season.
Go on, Mongo.
Oh,
Okay.
We actually look half decent now, though. This is
Yeah.
more
Ricky
what I'd
Villa much better
expect from
second half.
Leicester, to be honest.
We've just got a bit more.
But now
direction.
they're parked in their own half. Maybe they've tired out a little
Mm.
bit. I actually think Ramsey coming on, even though he has given the ball away once or twice, has improved the balance there in midfield.
Yeah.
Well, go on,
He's
JJ.
offered some-
Go on, James.
Go on.
Oh!
This
With his
so
left
low.
foot that time. He is absolute mustard, isn't he?
Oh my god! What a goal that would have been.
And
That
again,
would have been
I was about to be in the pool. I was
Yeah.
so close to be in the pool.
That's not a foul. Oh, that was. I'd have creamed.
All right, lads, I'm back. What did I miss? Did we have a good chance?
JJ nearly
Gordon
scored.
James hit the post of his
JJ
left
nearly with
foot.
the brace. Oh, is
Look,
this the
watch.
replay?
Look at
This
this.
is brilliant.
Oh,
Absolutely.
look at him.
Oh
What a
my
player.
word. Do you know what's
That's
so
the
good at that,
Dennis.
right? Is that the keeper's got no chance whatsoever. It's like, yeah, he's so unlucky not to score there. He's some player.
Monga and Tomasov? No. They just get the dream.
Oh, they're taking that winger up. He's been their best player, if you ask me. That's great news. You weren't the only one that nearly nutted. Turkey was about to be covered in some substances they'd rather avoid.
Millwall have extended their lead to 2-0, by the way, over West Brom.
Mate, it was about to be a tsunami in Turkey. I was about to jump in the pool.
That creamy complexion was going to be cream of a different kind. That's
Oh man. Oh Jesus Christ.
Have we had more control of the ball in the past 5 minutes, or how's that gone?
Yes, yeah. No, I was going to say that having a chance that good, it was probably unsurprising because that was probably the best sort of 5-minute spell we'd had in a long time. Feel like Ricky P and Winks were starting to get control of the game, and I think that's why Swansea have responded now because they were starting to really pull back under pressure.
Yeah, you're right, Abdul, mate.
Well done.
I was going to say, I didn't say it out loud because I don't want to encourage that sort of behaviour, but had that have gone in, I was ready to press that hide
Members
button.
only.
Yeah.
Exclusive content. Oh, man.
Wow. Locks almost off the turkey with its own filling.
Wow. That's crazy.
That's really fucking good. Go on.
Yeah, Ramsey's doing all right, man.
That's not out.
No, he kept it in.
Ooh, nutmegged.
Oh.
Wow,
Oh.
Monk, man.
Oh.
Cut back. Oh.
This guy's a
Oh.
Ooh. Bit of risky there with the pass. Stalasic will be forced to go long here, right? Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's okay.
But you can sprint into this area now. Does it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll roll out.
Yeah, that's it. Press it.
You're 100% right, though, Doc. That is what should have happened. We should have baited them back and then done the counter run on the
The
kick.
corner. Fuck off.
Yeah, someone said Daka was tiring. I agree. I would.
Potentially.
He's
Who would
tired
you bring
himself
on? Yeah, I'd
out
probably
running.
bring on Ayew.
I will say for this though, luckily we haven't bought Karan, so he's just here on loan.
The thing is, so far, every time Karan's has come on, he's not looked good. Oh, ball over the top here from Swansea.
I can't let him get in.
What a tackle!
Oh.
They've
What?
given it. They've given it.
What a
Yeah, I
tackle!
was
It
gonna
is a
say,
pen.
I was
It's a
gonna
pen.
say, it
I
looked,
called
it looked clumsy,
Oh,
man. It
yeah.
looked clumsy.
Fucking bozo, get the bozo.
What do you
back
mean
now.
that was
it's-
clumsy? That was great.
No, it.
That was a
Just
pen.
know
That was
it.
a
Yeah,
pen.
that's a pen. That's a pen. Why on earth are you going to?
Who was it?
Give me a replay. Give me a replay.
Fast.
Phase.
Again, phase
But
man.
why are you going to ground? You can't coach these fucking dead players, man. This is what I say week in, week out. No fucking listen to me. Good game up until now.
He hits the
they
ball,
always
though.
have this fucking-
Yeah, I actually don't
Every
think that's a
week.
penalty. I
It's
don't
never
think
a fucking penalty. He hits the ball
But why
into the
are you
man.
going to ground? That's a
Yeah, the thing is, he does not need
What
to
are
make
you
that
doing?
challenge.
But that's just never a pen.
He's throwing out a play. What are you doing?
It's right.
Wait,
Jakob's
it's
coming.
dropped again.
Jakob's coming up. No spoiling in the chat, people. Do not post a thing in the chat. You're gonna get blocked if you do. Come on, Jakob. Prove me wrong. Tell me why I'm a fucking bozo, and I'll get the donkey.
Fuck this poor man Richarlison looking motherfucker that's about to shoot at the ball.
Come on.
Oh,
Good pen.
Fucking phase, man. Fuck.
But that's just never a
Luke's-
pen though. Like
Luke,
that's
Luke
the
thinks
issue.
he's the Virgil van Dijk. Oh man. Nah, what do you mean? Who just said it was on Jakob? Who's that? That's not on Jakob. Oh, you mean just like to save it? Sorry. Yeah,
Faye's unlucky because he did get the ball, but the thing is that you should never be making a challenge like that in that area. But the ref is bad, I will give you that.
It's reckless. You're still going through the man. The guy's nearly played the ball out of play anyway.
That's
So what
the thing.
on earth
That's
are
the
you
thing.
going to ground for? Just have your stance. Like, worst comes to worst, it's like it's cut back or something. It goes through you. Like, just let it happen. Don't. Why are you
Go on,
going
Fatawu.
into stupid
That's ours.
situation?
That's ours. That has to be
Yeah,
ours.
Give us the pen.
Is that a
Oh
fucking
my
goalie?
God.
Are you kidding me?
Stupid
wanker.
fucking Zambian donkey fuck.
Oh shit!
Yeah, it's a fair point, Buzz, about Faye's.
God.
Oh shit! I'll just get this fucking thing off as well.
Rags is crashing out.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you, Boho. You don't need to let the referee make it. I'd be
Who's?
gone.
And I was going to say he's Daka coming off, but he will be right. Oh, Marti out. Oh, fuck off. Fuck off. Sorry, Buzz, but
Yeah, it's all right.
mate, this ain't on Marti. This ain't on Marti. I'm not having it.
No. What he can say is stop picking these bozo players. But he's got a system there. It's the players that are letting him down. When they do stupidness like this, what's he supposed to do? Even the so-called trusted defenders in the team.
Wait,
and
we
they
got
come
a
up with
free
shit
kick?
like this.
I know you were joking, Buzz, but others won't be. Others won't be. There will be saying, we ain't going to draw anyway. We're going to win or lose. One of the two. We're going to win or lose. This ain't going to end in a draw.
Just as we were building as well, and something stupid like this.
Yeah, that's a bit unfortunate. That's again why it's a brain dead decision. Though, it's like the game was going our way. No need to make that challenge.
Get RU1.
Yeah, he needs to make a change here. I think. All right, Ramsey looks like he's going to take this. No, or he's going to be Thomas. Thomas,
I'm not sure on Carranza.
Oh, fuck off, Thomas.
Just fuck me.
No, gotta make something.
Was that
happen here.
Daka?
I'm sick of the camera looking at him. Can we just not have him associated with anything Leicester again until his contract expires, please? That's all I ask, Rodkin, and I'll forgive you for everything. I promise.
So even a Swansea fan here say that was the softest decision he's seen in years.
That is such a soft pen, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Be careful, don't touch him in the box, otherwise it's a clear pen.
Oh,
that's a pen.
But that's the problem now. You can't touch him in the box, and
okay.
Don't do that. Anxiety.com. Fucking pass across the goal like that.
That's happened quite. Oh, go on, Ricky. Nice. Go on, Ramsey. Nice. Monga's going to get this. Yep.
Fast.
Oh, unlucky.
Was he fouled or what?
He's on the yellow there. That Kabanga,
Yeah,
that could have been
fuck off, Kabanga.
Yeah, very risky from him.
Yeah.
He'll probably get subbed now. Or is he only just come on? No, he hasn't.
Right, we need
That's
more
crazy.
changes.
If you look at the replay, the player who was tackled asked for a corner, not a penalty.
Wow. That's crazy.
Bullied every time.
Go on, Yannick. Lucky.
Get that
Oh,
button
fuck.
ready.
We are open here.
Nah, FaZe deals with that. Feels like there is another goal in this game, I've got to say.
Oh, that's sweet.
Mate. What do we do here, lads? What do we do next?
We win the game.
Need some more energy. So, yes, I would, mate. I'd change a striker for sure. Maybe even change one of the wingers, but...
Take Decker
No,
off.
prefer not
Nah,
to.
keep the two on.
The
Keep the two on.
Do you go up top? Do you go up top and top play Brinkheimer and I both on?
Take Thomas off or something. And
Yeah, you could do that. Let's go with three.
Three at the back.
And then just...
Yeah.
Maybe have to put...
oh, my God.
Another example of a poor first touch.
Yeah.
Wait, it's Thomas.
It's disappointing. That's Ramsey as well. Yeah.
Now he is.
Thomas has got a yellow. That might well be his last moment of the game. Oof, went through him.
What the fuck are you doing, Thomas?
I mean, to be fair though, right? That's Ramsey's made the mistake and he's had to cover for him. Yeah, drawing against the mighty Swans indeed.
Yeah, it's mental.
It's not just that 5 draws in a row. That's insane.
Never once in the season I felt like some team's going to get the fucking dick. I felt like that every single game.
I agree.
Last time in the
I agree.
championship.
Been a battle every single game.
I don't feel like a Premier League side in the championship anymore. I feel like a fellow championship.
Well, we're
competitor.
not though, are we?
Well,
We lost so much of our talent.
There's still
We weren't
50
much of a
minutes.
Premier League team last year either, were we, Luke? So
No,
No,
yeah.
I know.
Fatawu.
You know what I mean, though, right?
Go on.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
even worse. Go on.
Premier League that bitch.
Oh my God!
That's them. Rule that out, ref, you fucking cunt. Rule that out, you fucking dick. Go on, man.
Absolutely.
He's so sexy. Fuck, he's good.
Oh,
Fuck,
he's
he's good.
hilarious.
Oh.
Guys, even Harry Winks is like, bro.
Oh,
Back to
Tamu!
goal of the month. He probably will.
It's
And
too
oh,
easy.
boom.
Too fucking easy.
Defender's
Boom.
trying to haul him back. What a finish.
Classic Fatawu goal.
mate.
This is what he does.
Shit squad,
That's
but we
why you're
got
allowed
him.
to be greedy. Because of moments like that.
Yeah,
Oh.
he's
Moments of
properly
sheer
admired,
fucking
isn't he?
quality.
He's been non-existent in the game pretty much. And then
Yeah.
just the one time when you need him. Unbelievable goal. I love the reaction though. Look at that Xavier Kami even running into them. Yeah, MILF indeed, man. I love Fatawu.
I'm gonna buy myself a fucking MILF shirt, man. I want that so bad.
Oh,
MILF
Mr.
and then man, I love
P,
Fatawu.
Get on Reddit now to see that goal. What a goal. It's unbelievable.
Come on! Fuck, man. I'm so tired of you guys all. Like every time you concede one goal.
Yeah, lack of confidence, my ass. Exactly. He's too confident, but it's working.
Let's get a fucking third now, so we can have some.
Yeah,
get
do not lose this
ourselves
now.
a cushion here, lads. Get ourselves a cushion here.
Well, I wonder what Marti does here. I could see him putting on another CDM or something.
Yeah.
I think
he'll
we'll see
shore
one of the
things
wingers
up a
come
bit,
off and he'll go
but
two
then-
strikers up top. That tends to
But
be.
Buzz,
Sorry.
you're preaching to the choir here. I agree with you. We've basically scored 2 outrageous goals and we haven't really created any clear-cut opportunities. Even that Jordan James that came off the post, he kind of made that himself.
Yeah, it's getting through by individual moments of brilliance, but at the minute,
I'm telling you now, guys. Now the number 10, like whoever plays there, they've got the touch of a fucking bozo. Just no one can.
I think what's
Dewsbury
gonna-
Hall.
Probably
Ramsey
non-existent.
can get there.
Ramsey, he's existent, but his existence is to give the ball away.
Yeah,
The problem is
the
anyone
excuse for
in
him,
that
though,
10 position
is
that can
that, like,
take the
he's not
ball is
shot.
I.
yeah. The thing
He's
is, you
too
hope
slow
there's
to
more
get back
to
in the
it.
box.
There's not with Reed.
Yeah. Look, to be fair, they're both come back from injuries, but
Yeah.
the thing is, Raggy, though, just a number 10 by their nature is supposed to be technical. Do you know what I mean? The number 10 is
Yeah,
supposed to
yeah.
be the one that's a bit of a ball hog, but when they've got the ball, you're like, okay, fair enough, right? You're fucking good at football. And
Saka's done.
Yeah.
when they can't control, because like Luke is right to say that they can't control the pass, but the thing is that they're not being given. I'm sorry, they're not being given difficult passes to control. I'm not having it. They've been given. Maybe they're a bit fast, but it's not like fizzing in at 100 miles an hour. Haslock's fallen in the pool. You wouldn't blame.
Hey, up.
Oh my god! Oh my god! It was almost
Go on, Donkey! Oh my god!
Now we almost scored from halfway, guys.
Oh my god! What is happening?
This
Okay.
Right,
guy.
this is what we're going to see. We're going to see Ayew and Carranza probably come on for one of the wingers and one of the strikers. I think is what we're going to see in the next substitution.
Oh, that would have been insane. Let's see that again. If Locks isn't now, you should have a look at that. Oh, unlucky, bro. Unlucky.
And what a save as well, actually. Good header.
He nearly had it. And I think that's a good save from him as well.
It was good reaction by Daka. That's unbelievable. Just first time to have the audacity to try it. Wow. Did anyone see Joey Johnson's chip for Leicester? I was at the ground that day. Absolutely ridiculous.
Oh, yeah.
So someone for Leicester has scored from halfway line before. I've seen it with my own eyes.
Yeah.
Oh, lovely ball, JJ.
Nice. Go on, James.
Unlucky. Playing better now.
Yeah, now they look rattled.
Well, he would be.
Don't worry, the ref will give him a penalty for getting the ball or something.
All right, boys, get ready for this fast header goal coming in. It's coming up. FaZe is about to score.
You know what? Fair play to the keeper. I think he
does
actually
well
does
there.
hand on that because if he doesn't, it's going in both times. Both times. Oh, are you, James? Nice one. Yeah, it's a quality goal. My friend next to me basically missed it. He was looking at his phone. What a dick.
Go on. Oh,
I told you it was coming to FaZe, baby.
Really?
Fuck off.
Hey?
Shut it. No, fuck off. Guys,
I'm trying to get him sent off. Do you know what? I think you have got.
He knows he's on a yellow. Don't fall through it, Raf. Don't fucking do it.
Yeah, take him off.
Yeah, he's a liability. Look at him.
Put
This
Hamza
guy's
on
got a
and
fucking
swap
contract
over Ricky
extension.
and Hamza if you have to. Just
Nah, he's a bit, yeah.
I've got a request for Locks. Can we get David Bowie's Starman in the musical media assets, please, for Abdul Fatawu, please?
Oh no, Samari's coming on. And Carranza.
Samari,
okay.
yeah.
Interesting.
And
Yeah, because I know you guys don't want to hear it, but you've just got to see out the result now.
Carranza and some boobs.
Yeah,
some
He'll probably
some
take
lads.
off Jordan James here, I'd imagine.
potentially.
Who's been great, but I think he has faded a bit. But it's like if you're taken off at 80 minutes, right? It's really got nothing to do with your performance. It's just like we need legs, right?
Bro, Carranza looks massive, dude.
Yeah.
Big guns coming on, bud.
Wow, QPR 2-1 up against Bristol City.
Okay.
I
Leicester
want to
saw, I
see
think.
Samari fucking launch a ball into the back of that net. Just get his first goal. Just put the icing on the cake.
Do you know what? He'll probably do a Mendy. Do you remember Mendy scored one Premier League goal and the goal he scored was absolutely... It was against Arsenal. Absolutely disgusting goal. It might have been Man City, actually.
It was a volley, wasn't it?
Yeah, half volley.
Even
half
volley,
volley.
right.
Half volleys are very difficult.
Yeah, it was top.
Because if you get a half volley wrong, you look properly shit. And as you can probably tell from my voice, I get a lot of them wrong.
Well, the first
Go on,
one,
Ramsey.
Night.
Oh,
Pence.
what? Has he kept it in?
Yeah, he kept it in. Go on,
Yeah, I
Thomas,
remember
press
the first
that.
time I
nice.
scored a volley.
Win the second ball.
Side. I was like, I'm never going to do that again.
Nice.
Nice.
Keep it down. Go on, Monka.
Go on, Monka.
Oh,
It's all right.
absolutely
Come
flat.
on.
Yeah.
Thank you.
The cunt.
Mendy scored versus Spurs. Good memory, yeah.
Thank you. That was it.
Versus Spurs.
Yeah, it was Tottenham.
Speaking of Tottenham, actually, that goal that Fatawu just scored gives me serious flashbacks to when Riyad Mahrez scored against Spurs. Do you remember him and Vardy scored against Spurs in one game and he scored absolute fucking belter? He's one of those, my mates was Spurs supporter. You just, like fair fucking play when someone scores a goal like that, right?
Yeah. You just knew with Riyad every single time.
Could be turned it around against Bristol City. That's unfortunate.
What did I miss? What did I miss?
What? We thought you were wanking over Fatawu's second goal.
Oh!
Yeah, Nick!
Nick! Kom nu, Vestergaard! Kom nu! That's my goal. Come on. All this negative. 5 draws in a row. Shut the fuck up, negative gang. Go on, Fox's talk. Talk shit now, man. Marty fucking in. Fucking horrible, sad, depressed console. Fucking finally, man. Please. Fuck, man. Yes.
I thought the keeper saved it, made a great save initially. And then
nah, mate, I paid him $5 to not save it. Go on!
I don't know, that a Yannick goal might deserve a pool jump.
There's your focal point. Who needs eyes?
Yeah,
Nice.
exactly. Yeah, there's your focal point. Stick it up your ass. Yeah.
Come on!
You know what I'll say though? What's good is you can see that both with the Fatawu goal and that one that the team is celebrating. So you're seeing good vibes, and vibes are actually important, right?
Yeah.
Does that make Messi a second top scorer? It might actually, boss.
It does.
Does anyone know? Does anyone know what a draconian?
Fatawu's
means?
top scorer now with 3, isn't it?
What does draconian mean?
Like old school headmaster type. You're, a bit strict, maybe. Google it. Google it.
A bit strict. I'll give it a Google.
Yeah.
At least I was
Go
correct.
on, Matty B, getting pissed off with me for saying he's saying something that he isn't.
So he's
Yeah,
taking,
Victorian,
that seems to be
exactly.
a recurring theme for Marti. Yeah, every time he subs off one of the wingers, he puts a striker on. Have you noticed that? Fatawu puts Daka on. Monga's come off and he's put on Carranza.
Well, he does a bit of a system change as well, though, doesn't he?
Yeah.
But you are right.
Harsh, overbearing, and old-fashioned.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I've been full of praise today, but maybe I'm just a bit tired of people always being so negative and deflating. It's really tiring.
No, I love that. I want to put that on Fox's talk.
Oh, Ricky.
Right. I love
Go on, Ricky.
Go on, Ricky.
Go on, Ricky.
The talk does stand for talking shit. I'm not going to lie to you. In fact, do you want to know a fun story, Doc? The reason why I even did all these tactics is because I was on Fox's talk and I was just so sick and tired of seeing the bozo comments of people not understanding football. I literally thought I need to draw a fucking diagram to explain to people how a 4-2-3-1 works. I'm not making this up.
And Nils just been banned from Fox's talk.
Probably. I've been banned before. Oh, sorry, Lux. Can we get the match ratings up on the website if it's Thank you.
Yeah. Sorry, mate.
That was an outrageous one by Ricardo Pereira, by the way. I was just talking over it.
I mean, the players are living off the good vibes, right?
Yeah, this is now the last 10-15 minutes. They've really stepped it up.
Yeah, they're playing 3 now. They just know.
Yeah, I think Swansea are tired. I will also say I want to give them a lot of respect. I think Swansea have turned up today and they've played football.
Yeah. They've been in good form before. I can't see the form table, but they've been in good form. They were on similar points to us today, so.
They scored the goal, that was a lucky penalty. But I have to say, I think as soon as they took off their Ji Sung-yeom, that winger, they've not looked the same.
Yeah.
Which, to be honest, we know about that as well. Yeah.
Even before their goal, we were in the ascendancy when we made.
Go on!
There is. Here we go.
Go on, Carranza!
Carranza!
Oh, what a flop!
Keep going.
He's still got the chance.
Just fucking do some.
Oh, mate, that was awful. Those of you that want Carranza starting, did you see the lack of pace? He was minus one pace.
Mate, look at this. This is a clear-cut chance you're going to get. Here we
No,
go.
you couldn't
He's
ask
one-on-one just about.
than that. Just there. Bad touch. It was a bad touch.
Lucky he's only on a loan, guys. Luckily he's only on a loan.
That was awful. He could have squared it as well. That fucking was the
It
most
was
disgusting.
the touch into the box, and he was just like, "Oh shit, I'm too close to the goalkeeper." But come on, touch. Just take it to a side. Get on your strong.
Renounce your Argentinian citizenship, you absolute fraud.
Go on. Oh, that's a horrible. We should win that.
Back to the MLS.
Play it back.
Go back to America.
Fucking.
Oh, nice. There's a good turn from Tommy. Bloody hell.
Nice. Okay, play it wide. There we go.
A bit slow, but come on.
Nice. Get it in.
Put it back.
Oh.
There you go. Not
that
much.
opportunity for Carranza, right? If that's Daka, it probably misses, but at least it's going to be some fucking power. He's going to put the laces through it. Do you know what I mean? Like, what the fuck was that shit?
That's disappointing, Luke, because as you say, if you're a striker and you're coming on,
That's a honking challenge.
Dream opportunity,
No,
isn't it?
Exactly, Anil. Like shoot with conviction. Not that.
Yeah.
Okoli and Silko Thomas.
Okay.
Nice.
nice.
That's how we're getting 5
Hey.
minutes break, I guess.
Yeah, yeah.
Go on, Silko. Go on.
Does that mean Monga's going to play the full?
No, Monga's been subbed already for Carenza.
Ah, yeah. Gotcha.
Oh, yeah. Is that the captain's armband that he got? Thought it'd be Ricky.
It is Ricky, of course.
Yeah, yeah. I thought he was holding like the armband or something, or maybe it was some strapping. Oh, Ricky off as well.
Wow, the game is settled now. It take even by Leicester. Wow, I should never talk. I remember that Spurs game, so I won't.
Oh God! Wait, 7 minutes. No, did time. Where'd that come from?
We should be okay with the 2-goal lead here. We have to really.
Yeah, it should be fine, but still, that's excessive, man.
Fatawu.
Yeah, no idea where they got 7 from.
What a ping ball, Okoli. What are we doing?
Yeah.
Okoli
Keep
on
it
the
up,
ball.
that keep it up. Oh, life.
Locks, can I advertise the match ratings?
Yeah. I already posted a comment. Let me bring it back up.
Yeah.
Here it is down below now. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Match ratings, blueticketglasses.com. You'll see the button at the top. Submit your match ratings. Also, I was going to say something else. Let me find the stream. How many minutes at a time?
7.
7.
Okay. How many likes are we on?
Let's see.
125. All right. 150 likes.
And you'll jump
150
in the
likes. And there's a pool. The pool jump. 150 likes.
Get those
before
likes
full
and
time.
lads. If you want to see a fat
25
man
likes.
jump in a pool,
One
want to
death.
see the tsunami.
Yeah.
We're gonna flood Turkey.
Can I say something? I can't stand. Before I had anything to do with YouTube, right? In all fairness, when someone told me to click the like button, I'd be sitting there saying, "Shut the fuck up! Don't tell me what to do." Let me tell you something. It helps you so much with the algorithm. If you're sitting here watching this now, hopefully, chances are that you don't mind our content and you're here to watch us react and enjoy.
Oh shit! We
together with us, right? Just click the fucking button. It helps the algorithm so much. It helps people at Blue Tinted Glasses make a living as well. Keep the lights on. All you do is click the button, please. I'm asking nicely. Be a legend. Click the button. If not, then fuck you.
lads, it took.
We have your IP address, and Luke will be sent to your house.
It took 5 seconds. It took like 20 seconds. We hit the like goal just after I said I'd jump in the pool. So there you go.
There we go.
That was quick.
Of course,
Cheers,
man. They want to
Liam,
see your
mate.
milkers.
Nah, mate, I'm going. Mate, it's too cold to be. Well, it's not cold. You know what I mean?
See that Liam in the chat? I met that guy through the Australian Oceania Leicester City page, and I was on a job, and he fucking walked past me at the front. How crazy is that? It's a small world, boys. He walked
It's a
past with a
small world.
Schmeichel shirt on.
Yeah.
Then we
That
kissed.
is a bit crazy, actually. Yeah, wow.
Just fucking.
You won me with that speech, said James, with Luke's like speech. 60% of
No.
viewers are not subscribed. Please click that like and sub button. Yada yada yada. Somebody said. Casey clicked from Cyprus. Locks white body causing eclipse in Turkey.
I'm gonna go in and like the stream myself now. I want to see those.
It's already
matchmakers in
done.
the
We
pool.
hit the 150 likes.
Wow, that was easy. That was
welcome,
easy.
good sir.
Get the tits
Show
out,
me
Lux,
it.
and jump in the pool, mate.
Nah, mate, I'm going in like this, mate. I'm not putting everyone through that.
It's interesting that Jordan Ayew has played no part whatsoever today, so maybe he is learning.
Yeah, actually.
Yeah.
Or maybe he's just resting in.
Well, it was an international break coming up, so. I don't
Yeah,
know.
but yeah, what was he resting in for? Yeah. You'll see reason.
He's got a hip replacement coming up.
Yeah.
No, Luke. No.
Oh,
Luke.
go on,
So
Carenza.
correct-
Go on.
Oh,
Go on, you
physically
cheeky-eyed
beating on the
continue.
ball.
Come on.
Fat. The fucking.
He's literally
shit.
holding. Come on, ref.
He
So I'll
definitely
run
was,
through
but
other
before that, he was
championship
still fairly
scores.
beaten.
Let's see. Blackburn 1, Stoke 1. These are early kickoffs. Hull 1, Sheffield United 0. Sheffield Wednesday 0, Coventry 5.
Sexy. Yeah, get back
I feel
to
like Ramsey's
Spencer.
grown into the
Beautiful.
game, by the way, guys.
Yeah. It'll be
He
interesting to
has
see
well.
what rating you give to him, but it's like
what a ball.
look at that.
God.
Unlike Bobby Reed, the biggest thing is that he's actually involved in the game. If you look at his positionings, they're great.
Yes.
His first touch needs to improve a lot. I think it will. It's rustiness. But if you actually he understands the role, put it that way. All the other 10s in the team don't really, which is fair enough.
What do you mean,
Ref? To play that position?
Fucking punch the cunt.
Who came on for Mongo? Was that Thomas?
Carranza.
Okay.
And now he put Thomas on for Fatawu. He's got to change the system. Michael says Leicester hands down the class of this league along with Coventry so far. Now, it's funny because we as Leicester supporters, we did not think we've been the class of the league at all.
They're a mediocre side.
Do you know what I'll ask you today as well, right? At the end of the match ratings, can you give me your rating for Leicester City so far this season? So don't answer it now. Keep that in the back of your mind.
Okay.
Can I give mine now? Because I won't be here.
As it's you, Locks, we will. How many milkers out of 10 would you give it?
I'm going to give us a 7.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'm going to give us a
That
7.
is very generous from
Very generous.
Yeah,
very generous.
Mate, I'm happy with what I've seen. I didn't lose my head over four draws in a row. I don't mind it. it. Because I think you have 4 draws in a row where you don't play particularly well. You still come away with 4 draws, and all it takes is one game for it to click like it has today, and there you go. You got the 3 points. It's a shame though. I said it on my match. I said it on my little vlog thing on Wednesday morning that if we won today, you don't want the international break, do you? You don't want the international break.
Oh my god, that was an awful
because
pass.
it breaks that momentum, is what you're saying, right?
Yeah, like if we drew or lost today, you're like, thank God it's an international break. But now it's kind of like, oh fuck, I want to go again on Saturday. Do you know what I mean? Or Wednesday.
I've seen all I need to see from Carranza. The guys.
And we actually have a decent run of games after this. To be fair, it's not really there's no real so-called big hitters if there are any in this league. So
we got Borough in a bit, but for a while.
Also, very quickly, Bristol have lost. Bristol City, sorry. Borough have lost. So really, in the table.
We'll be doing that in a post-match.
Yeah.
Man United 1-2. Well, they're about to win 2-0.
But the thing is, right, we've been complaining and moaning so much this season. We are 2 points off top 2. We have 3 points from first. Obviously, the goal difference is a completely different subject with Coventry, right? But like we've been woeful for many games and disappointed multiple times, but we are still very much in the running.
Have we been woeful? I don't think we have.
We've had a few woeful games. I think the game against Preston, for example.
I don't think we've been woeful. I've just think we've been.
I think woeful's harsh. I think we've just seen. I just think many games we've seen 2 different performances.
There we go.
But I'm very pleased with like the tactical identity.
3-1 it finishes.
I feel safe in Marti's hands. I feel safe in the GOAT's hands, and I'm tired of all the moaning about him online, man.
Yeah.
I don't
The
feel
problem
safe.
is
Worldy every week. Guys, get your ratings in. Go to Blue Tinted Glasses.
Oh, there we go.
There we go.
I'm going to do the pool now because I need to go. Let me put my headphones away. Hold on.
Get ready for this,
No
guys.
time like the present. Lots of underlay.
Take your pants off too, lad.
Wait, what do you guys get up to in your own time?
Can you do it off the ledge on the right hand side, for dramatic appeal, please?
Or off the fence. We can get over. This is the interesting approach here.
Hey man, where's the jump? Lucy's done it.
Oh my god, Turkey is underwater. 10 people dead.
Oh my goodness.
Savage.
At least the plants are watered.
Brilliant.
Love it.
And then just kicked him off the stream. Get him out.
All right, guys, give me. I'm going to do the match ratings in just a second. It's going to take about 5 minutes to get ready. So just give me your thoughts about that match in general. Let's start with you, Luke.
Well, say that again. What are my thoughts?
Yeah, just give me your overall take on just the match so far, please. Yeah.
Much improved second half. First half build-up play was a bit questionable at times, but I do think that there was some strategic adjustments building up. And actually, our wingers were a lot less isolated in that second half, something that we pointed at pre-match and halftime. A lot better build-up from the back. Obviously, a bozo moment from FaZe, but hey, much better second half, and the confidence grew after the second goal as well. We actually went for the throat, which is good to see. We didn't sit in that lead, we went for more. So good to see positive energy from Fatawu and a great energy to take into the international break.
I'll pass that question over to you, Duck. What did you think of their game?
Fucking phenomenal. We're the best team in the league. We're going to fucking win every game. Abdul Fatawu is brilliant. Jeremy Monga, what a footballer. Yeah. I mean, many positives, just happy. Relieved we finally got a win over the line. And yeah, we're slowly building. The building blocks are still being laid, but yeah, let's go.
And how about you, Ragsy?
I'll tell you what, it may be a mediocre squad, but fuck me, we've got some players in Fatawu and Jordan James, man. Like, yeah, just outstanding bits of quality from them. Just amazing goals to see. And yeah, it's just lifted the mood around the place. And it would do, like, you just saw the players towards the end there and they're just free and they've just ended that draw curse and stuff, that draw run. Listen, it's a hard watch at times. It's not it's nothing of real quality from many players out there. There's, some decent performances for sure. But, you just get through and get over the line and show some conviction and then slowly start building yourself into a game to create more chances. And the second half, I think when we made the change, brought Ramsey in, he wasn't polished, he wasn't perfect, but he was a threat and he went on the half turn and he occupied a role that needed to happen into a team that reads, even though he did a decent job of it in the Wrexham game, didn't really fulfill in this game either. So it's, that's just good to end that. Good to end it before the international break and we end with a win and stuff. And just slowly building. Marti is not the problem here. He's not. And
I agree with that.
Working with what he's got, give him the run of the money. And honestly, he's doing the bits and, it's a system that can work and just keep on pushing on.
Right, I'm just getting the match ratings ready. So if you guys can just fill out a little bit of time whilst I quickly put this in.
Yeah, no worries. I mean, it's, I don't know what you guys think with, what I just said there about the personnel and stuff. It's just because it always just seems, when we look at this club, it always just seems like the manager's the first port of call to blame. They're the ones leading on the pitch. But then we don't really people don't really look at the bigger picture and this whole perspective and stuff as to what Marti has actually walked into here. So,
Ragsy, are you saying that our fans are reactionary, have no nuance, and just completely say whatever they've just seen in the last 2 minutes? Because I would agree.
Well, basically, and they're a bit fixed because they don't get on it. But it's just you got to gather some intel. It can't just be on the pitch and what you see on the football game. Invest your time and knowledge into how is a football club should be operating, and then look at that and stuff. And it always just seems to be too often and stuff. And even when you look at the hierarchy and you look towards Rudke and be like, oh yeah, he's the big problem. You take him out and stuff. I could go on for ages about this, to be fair, but you take him out and nothing real is going to change. So for a change, for a manager that is paid to be here, is implemented a system, has galvanized the squad. We actually look like, even with crap players in and around the squad, and he's got them working together and just a pressing unit, and he's just invigorated some energy to what was a dreadful season last season. At least he's trying to right some wrongs as to what the previous regimes have failed in the past to do, and he's trying to fight against this sort of shitness in the squad and stuff. And it's to an extent it's working. And you do look at it and you go we're mediocre and we're poor, but we're third somehow. But there's got to be some sort of I think when we really look at this, in terms of the XG, in terms of chances we create, in terms of the shots that we faced, seeing the squad that he's got, who gets into, forget even top Premier League sides, who in our squad actually walks into even like a bottom 5 Premier League side? You'd probably say Fatawu. Monga potentially, because he's just
maybe Winks gets on the bench or something, right?
Bench, but not starting. The
way that the Premier League is right now, the physicality, you're quite right to call this stuff out.
Yeah, that's the thing, and it's just stop looking at the manager and start looking at players that have continuously let these seasons down. Don't just point the finger towards Marti when we've seen this happen before, and hold some accountability to the players and also the people that brought these players here and are keeping these players here. But with Marti, I think actually he's overperforming in his role at this moment in time. I think I
think that's fair to say that, to be honest with you.
I mean,
I really do think he's helping the role.
You've lost one game essentially, right? You drew to Huddersfield, which obviously wasn't good enough.
Yeah.
You lost on pens there in the cup, a game that didn't really matter. Then you lost to what turns out to be a very good Preston side, right? Who are just behind us in the table, in a game that you could have won as well. There's been games where we've dropped points, but you play Oxford as 10 men for 70 minutes. You walk away with a point. That's all right. You should have gotten 3 points against Coventry. You should have done the same at Wrexham with the way we played. But man, I feel like the football is getting better.
say Wrexham again there for me, please, Doc. That makes me laugh.
Wrexham.
But I feel like the people who've been hating on Marti is just, it's crazy. And the football can look so liquid when it works. Like when the build-up really works, you're starstruck a bit by how well it really works. There are definitely clear issues still. I think the shots on target is being dramatized simply because the players don't have the finishing capacity today. We should have had even more than the 7 shots we ended up with. Should have had more against Wrexham as well. But worth remembering, some teams like Wrexham, they parked the bus against us. And that did make it really hard to create chances. I'm positive still. We haven't lost in ages, man. It would have just been nice if a few of those draws had gone into 3 points.
Duck was screaming in the group chat, in our private friends exclusive BTG group chat. He's like, Marti out. He won't start Victor Christensen. He's a dog. Why is he playing Thomas in front of VK? He's such a liar, boys. Everyone in the chat just want you to know that Duck is a liar.
I've been Marti in day one, and I'm one of the most loyal Marti supporters there is because I actually understand football. VK should be starting ahead of Thomas. I'm just kidding. He's not a liar. Sorry, Duck.
Give Duck his flowers, though. He's been, give Duck his flowers.
He's been a football manager that's a QPR fan, yeah? Sorry, Rexy.
There's a fair comment, Lucas. We'll come back to you. So, all right, we're going to change gears then. You can still get your match ratings in now if you want, but we're going to go through them now. We're going to go through the game. So, it has finished at Swansea City. Swansea 1, Leicester City 3. The run of draws finally comes to an end. We get ourselves a victory. Hard fought in the end, but we get there. Very good to see. We'll come to the match ratings. I'll just bring you the stats. Now, these stats, I'll be honest with you, I feel like I didn't see the game that these stats are telling me. So you guys tell me what you think. So Swansea actually more possession, 55%, and more XG than us. I'm not sure about that. 4 big chances supposedly compared to our 2. We had 17 shots. I had to look at it. We had 5 on target. So better. But
your own one says 7. The one you have on your one says 7 right there.
Davis, I thought I had one of his best games for us because he didn't play absolutely. Yeah, the XG is from their pen. Yeah, you're
and
right.
They did have a massive chance where they should have actually scored, but Jakub just had a brilliant save, right? Do you remember the cutback? That should have been the one goal they should have actually gotten, but Jakub was just too good.
Yeah.
And then
my point is, if I look at that seems wrong because I think that was in the end actually a fairly convincing 3-1. Maybe that's what it's just me that says that. But let's get on to the match ratings. And now you see the momentum here. You can see that, especially at the end, we came on strong. The quality paid off there. Swansea had a good period in the middle there, but actually got their goal a little bit against the run of play, which I think we'll all agree. Let's go on to the match ratings then. So let's start with Jakub Stolarczyk. I'll come to you for this one, Duck, because you just mentioned it there. So Jakub Stolarczyk made an absolutely brilliant save there against, who was that? Was it Cabango? And that was their right back. Whoever made it against Adam Ida, but then didn't do so well on a penalty. What would you guys give Jakub Stolarczyk today?
I thought he was good. I thought he was really good. I thought he was solid, right? I mean, not a standout performance because he didn't have that much to do, really. You don't expect the keeper to save the penalty. He was nowhere near it. His footwork is just not as good as Hermansen, right? We've talked about that multiple times. I felt maybe he went long a few too many times. I would have liked him to play it short because I just don't see the long passes from him being incredible. But I would rate him in terms of what I needed from him. You know, a 7-8. He saved a 100% chance really with a brilliant save. And yeah, I mean, good performance. I think a 7 would be fair.
Yeah, I think this is a bit harsh for you, maybe standing performance, because he definitely saved us a guaranteed goal. What would you guys give him, Luke?
I'd give him a 6 as well, to be honest with you. Other than that good save, he really pissed me off of his ball playing from out the back.
Distribution.
Yeah, but distribution was extremely poor, unnecessarily hoofing it down the field. I called it out at half-time. There was a moment when Ricky P came to receive the ball from him so they could build from there. He sends the ball up the pitch, and then we end up hitting transition where we nearly nearly concede a goal. Save was brilliant. Commanded his error a certain amount, but I'm not giving him anything more than a 6 because of his honking distribution. I've defended it in the past, but to me lately it's a bit of a problem.
How about you, Ragsy? Sorry there, mate. I didn't mean to cut you off. What did you think about the outcome?
No, not at all. No, I was waiting for Luke to be fair. So, like, I hear what Luke's saying, to be fair, about the distribution, but, like, I still think it's a little harsh. You know, when you get called into action and, like, you know, the defence was sort of, like, doing its job with the headed clearances and stuff, we deserve a bit more credit over him. But, like, you know, he comes into action and produces a brilliant point-blank save. And the penalty, that's just harsh, giving him any sort of criticism whatsoever and stuff. So, like, yeah, I think, potentially, I think in the second half, you look at it and you go, like, okay, maybe he could have played the ball to ground and started playing out from the back more. But I think he just took some initiative just to relieve some pressure for the sake of the team. But, like, I think it was a good performance. I'll probably say a 7.
Cool. All right. I think what Luke said, though, when I do the analysis on Tuesday, it will certainly come back because I think he has got a big point about the distribution there, about how that affects the build-up. Okay, I'm going to be fair. I'm going to give this to Ragsy. Apologies, but because you can give me an impartial view on this one. I feel like the other two are carrying some previous with them. So, Ragsy, Luke Thomas, what did you make of him today? What was your rating?
No, this is this could be getting a bit leery. Right. What I will say, it's overall a decent game from him. The problem is that he's just a very limited player, and I think we alluded to this on stream. Like Ricky, by his standards, and we'll come to him in a sec with his rating, but like he was getting exploited, and thinking, yeah, come on, Ricky, just like impose yourself a bit more and stuff, and just sort out your positioning. Tom's having a decent game and he's getting exploited way more than him. Like just too many times, like he's just jumping in, not winning challenges and stuff. I think it's, he was liberated a bit. There was a couple of challenges, but like many, he was just getting done on. And I really do think he's such a weak spot in the team. And I know we won, but overall on the balance of play, it's you look at that victory and it's not down to him at all. It's the other players.
What would you give him, Maxi, out of 10?
Give him a 4.
Give him a 4. How about you, Luke? Do you know what? This player is so bipolar because you get like from 2s to 7s. There's not really any other player like him in Leicester that gets so many across the board. So we'll go to Luke for Luke Thomas. What did you make of him today?
I'd give him a 3. I thought he was poor. He made crazy challenges. Positioning was awful yet again. If this guy was not a Leicester City Academy player and he came here on loan, would he be getting these bipolar 6s and 7s? No fucking way. He's been our poorest player this season. I'll give it to Duck. He's got his strongest case ever to prove me wrong of Victor Christensen starting in the side. Because for me, Luke Thomas is the most exploitable player in our whole starting 11 that we've seen every single game this season.
Yeah, before I give it to Victor Christensen's brother, I think Michael, who's impartial because he's a Wrexham fan as well, and I think he's called it out here, says the big chance that was saved is because he got rinsed then, which is absolutely true. I think there are some other things that could be accused of him as well, but he's saying otherwise he was decent if you take that out. But I'll come to you, Duck. What would you give Luke Thomas out of 10?
I think this sums up my feeling about him pretty well because I feel like this is one of his better games in terms of his own level, right? He only got rinsed a few times. No, I mean, it's just the standard I have for him. I feel like he's so poor. So the fact that I noticed times where I thought he put in a good challenge. I still wouldn't have rated him above a 4. I feel he was still poor.
Yeah, I gave.
This was a performance where he wasn't as big of a mistake like he is in most other games.
You guys gave him a 5. I actually gave him a bit lower than that as well, but Yeah, I think that's fair enough to say he's not amazing. Come on. But I think their point is the guys are saying, and I think it's hard to argue this, forget even Luke Thomas. In this current Leicester City team, the position you target is left back. It doesn't matter who's playing at left back, right? That's the position you target. Obvious weakness in the team. Let's come to another Dane. I'll give this to you, Yannick Vestergaard. I thought he was pretty good today, to be honest with you. Scored the winner, second top scorer with 2 goals for Leicester. What did you make of Yannick today?
I mean, I thought he was good. He had one mistake where he played a really poor ball out from the back. Other than that, he was perfect. I mean, did he get caught out in any other mistake? No. Did he lose his challenges in other ways? No. Did he win his aerial duels? Yes. Did he play good passes? Yes. Was he confident on the ball? Yes. I mean, I don't know. Give him an 8, give him a 9, give him a fucking 10 if you like. He actually jumped. He remembered how to jump. He deserves credit for that.
What are you talking about? That's a picture of Yannick. That's the official club picture of Yannick Vestergaard. I don't know what people are complaining about that for. I would say the only thing I can really think of that Yannick did badly is I do remember him giving the ball away once in the second half, just as it started. But that was the only thing he really did best. And
that's what
I do agree with what I think Matty B's put, or someone's put, is that he's Caleb. Sorry, there's no player I feel less confident when they're on the ball. He's very confident.
Investigable.
Yeah, for sure. Ragsy, talk to me about Yannick Vestergaard.
So
Yeah. I'd say bar that one blunder, and I got flashbacks to Wrexham and stuff when it was on I think he was like on the touchline or in and around the box, like just as he was exiting the box or something and lost the ball there. But like bar that, he just had quite an assurance on the ball, played some really nice line breaking passes, headed clearances as well in the box and stuff. It was sort of
yeah.
Like, just really solid defensively. They look organised, they look together and stuff, bar that one bozo moment there. And then he comes up and scores a winner. So like good game from him. I'd probably agree an 8.
It was a minor bozo moment as well. Let's get that right. It was a slight bozo, but it's like you get one of these, but only for that amount of time. You know what I mean? It's not like a full-on bozo. And you, Luke, what would you rate Yannick Vestergaard today?
Yeah, I think an 8's more than fair. I actually think that there was one moment in that game where I think he hit a roulette as well by the touchline, played himself out of trouble with like the turning circle of a Mack truck, but he pulled it off, which was awesome. Great goal. Line breaking passing, distribution's good as usual. His positioning was really good too, actually, today. I think that's harsh from Reece. He's an 8 for me. He's one of the better players on the pitch. This is the biggest reason that Neil should touch on in the analysis show, why we need to play it to him from the back. Don't hoof it long. There's a reason why we have less possession today and not playing it out the back officially with him and Winks is why. But yeah, an 8 today is fair.
Yeah.
Just to quickly round up my thoughts.
Clever says, why are we so harsh? I just want to say, this is what makes me laugh. This is what no, we're not, but he's talking about the fans, and I was going to say that one thing that I actually like doing this show for this is it is hilarious how like if someone does like one bad back pass, their rating's like 1 out of 10, and then they score the winner and it'll be 10, and then that's what we try and do the panel for. But what I'd say is just enjoy the show for what it is, right? This is why we all like talking football. Sorry, Dan, I didn't mean to cut you off. What you say, man?
I think just to show this some of what I think on Yannick Vestergaard is, I definitely see the debate for the second centre-back spot. Should it be Nelson, who we really want to invest in, right, for the youth, who, yes, had a bad game, but was great at Oxford? Should it be Caleb Okoli, who we bought for big money last year and seems like he really wants to be at the club? Or should it be Wout Faes, who's better on the ball, but doesn't really care about the club? But there can be no debate that Yannick Vestergaard has to be the partner. He's by far the best on the ball left centre-back we have. And we need him to build up. There's a reason Enzo loved him as well when you want to be dominant on the ball, right? Because he brings what none of our other centre-backs do.
He has a quality that I'd go as far as saying that no other player as a centre-back in the division has, which is his calm, assured passing on the ball. It's just a fact. He's good at that. So, okay, let's come to his partner, Wout Faes. I'll come to you with this one, Luke. Now, he gave away a penalty, but I'm going to bring this comment up, which I think is, I don't know if you agree with this or not. It says, I don't even think the Faes moment was a bozo moment. I don't think it was a pen. Soft call. Of course, he did give away a pen. But what did you make of his performance overall today? Because, I don't want to speak for you. Talk to me about Wout Faes.
Okay, so if we're going to talk about Faes, so like in the first half, I've highlighted this quite a few times. He was actually quite important for progressing the ball up the pitch from the back. His willingness to take the ball and drive is good. He actually made quite a few of his diagonal long balls to our wingers, which was actually quite effective as well. His defensive work, other than that one incident, I thought was actually sound today. I think a fair score to actually give Wout Faes a 7. I did think initially when you can watch along, I called it. I said that's a pen. He hasn't won the ball. It doesn't look like he's touched it. The ball would have stayed in if he had slid in and scooped the ball. It would have slid in, which even then it could have even been dangerous, and we could have got a second bounce that led to it could have bounced off something, come to a second, to a goal. But
it was still a pen though.
I think it was. It didn't look as bad in the
pen.
replay, I'll admit. I think you could argue that it was soft, but he should be making challenges like that. He shouldn't be giving the referee a decision to make like that. The ball was going to go out. That was totally unnecessary, and we were 1-0 up. It wasn't like we're in a Champions League fucking elimination final. He should have just let it run out, to be honest with you. But hey, I think a 7's fair.
He should have, but I still think it was never a pen. Never in a.
What would you give him, Duck?
6, maybe 7. I thought he was all right. He was more unnerving to watch than Yannick Vestergaard for sure. And then obviously, even if it wasn't a pen, he did end up giving away a pen that made the game a bit more nerving, and that does drag down a bit. Because I think as Luke says, he's right to say the ball would have gone out, or it would have been a very poor touchback if the player could even connect with it. No reason to let the referee make that decision, especially in a league with no VAR where they can't double check it.
What about you, Ragsy? What do you give him? I'll just ask you this, guys. Watch it back when the highlights come out. The player who was tackled for the penalty, he asked for a corner, not a penalty.
So he didn't even, I mean, maybe we'll have to watch that back again and stuff. But, like, this is the thing that I was alluding to. Like, up until that, it was actually having a good game. Again, with Yannick and stuff, he sort of, like, they looked organised together. They looked sort of solid and dealt with danger from the crosses and stuff and headed clearances and stepping into play and, like, getting involved in defensive actions and kind of marshalling and not really giving their striker too much of, well, anything really throughout most of the game. So, but then there's always that moment with him where he will just fuck shit up and I can't trust him. And this is the thing. And people like, why are you being too harsh when he actually has a good game? I just don't trust him in our back line because I full well know he's going to have like erratic moments like that. And look, like whatever you want to say, even if it's not a foul, why are you going to ground? There is just no point for it whatsoever. Like it's running out of play. It's right near the touchline. So even if he collects it, he's still got around to get like a decent shot, like to get a better angle to go and shoot or like cut it back or anything. So which buys you a bit of time. There's just no need to lunge in. And this is always within him. He's not going to change that part of him. So, and I just don't trust defenders like that in our back line. It's all well and good if it's like a last-ditch challenge or something, but there was just no need. And he has his mind of his own and just puts others in detriment for the sake of it. So, overall, he still had like a solid game. Probably say a 6. Overall 6. But
you guys are giving him a 5. I think I need to improve this and have like a panel rating versus the fans rating because we'd probably rate him higher. But there you go. Woutfa's got 5 out of 10. Penalty probably brought him down. Let's come to Ricardo Pereira. I'll come to you with this one, Ragsy. You were talking about him earlier. Interesting game. He sometimes he looked off it, but I think just before he came off, he started to look amazing. He went on an amazing run where he beat like 3 or 4 players. Captain Ricky, what did you make of him today?
Now, on the contrary, even if he's off his standards, I do trust him because he's just so composed on the ball and is brilliant in tight spaces and just takes every game by the stuff of the net. He's like his drive on the ball. So even to do the role that he's doing, and he's occupying 2 spaces in like that double pivot where he merges in, and then like when like the opposition are on the break, and then he vacates that sort of right back. He was getting exposed a bit, so I was like, yeah, come on, mate, you're better than this. So. Yeah, some shaky moments and, sort of backing off their winger too much. I did think it was a mistake for them taking that winger off Eon or something or whatever his name was then. But he was a real threat and it was causing him some problems and stuff. So a bit of a mishap game. Not sure what his fitness state is. But overall, I'd say decent performance. Not his best performance. Probably say 6 maybe. But he really sort of came to life after the goal as well. I don't know.
I like this comment from Alex. It's 5 first half, 7 in the second, which gives you a 6 overall. Is probably fair. Yeah. Luke, what did you make of Ricky? You are part of the Ricardo Defence Force, of which I'm also a member, by the way. What did you make of Ricky P?
Yeah, I think there's some actually really good comments coming, and I definitely think that the winger got a little bit of the better of him in that first half. Much better second half. He was involved a lot more in the attack. He had that great run, as you mentioned. The only thing that troubles me a little bit is as Hagsy just asked, I don't know if he has any fitness issues. I think there's a bit of column A and column B, unfortunately. I do think you have to manage Ricardo's minutes. I think that his lack of his quality and his football brain makes up for what we are now unfortunately starting to see is, I think, a little bit of a lack of pace compared to what we've seen from in his prime. I think the injuries are starting to catch up to him. And fortunately, this guy is such a wizard on the ball. I think a 6.5, 7 is a fair score, to be honest with you. I'm going to stick with 6.5 just because of that first half. I think that's reasonable. And like you mentioned, I am part of his defense force. But yeah, I do think I'm curious to whatever you all think on the panel and in the comments. Do you think Ricky P is slowing down, or do you think it's just a fitness issue?
Doc, take that.
I think it's a mix of both, man. Age and injuries definitely taking that toll. I think his technical package is still unmatched, really, nearly in this division. I'm very happy with him going forward and on the board. I feel like he's almost necessary to help facilitate a smooth build-up that looks fluid. But obviously in defense, he can be a bit exposed, especially when he has to cover two positions, right? So, yeah, I thought he did all right today, though, especially the second half. That run later on as well was brilliant.
Yeah, okay. Right, let's move on to, I'll come to you for Luke. That's the one I always give you. Harold Winks, what did you make of him today?
Best player on the pitch, other than, hang on, I keep getting stuck with him and JJ. We'll still come to JJ. I think he's the most important player in our team. I won't say he's the best player today. We'll talk about that play. I'm sure he's coming up next. But I will say this. We are so fucked if he gets injured. Like, dead set. There is no one in our... We talked about this last time in the championship. Who can come in and do his role? No one. If he gets injured, we're fucked. So when you do your score, guys, remove your hatred for people, what they've done before the season. Just judge it off what you're seeing non-biasedly. And for me today, he gets a 8.5. I thought he was excellent. Marshalling, I think he's one of the best players in the league, to be honest with you. Dead set.
Well, Luke, I can tell you because we do the ratings every week, and Harry Winks is leading those ratings above everyone, even above Fatawu. So, and a lot of people hate him, but he when he starts, he's good. Doc, what did you make of Harry Winks today?
I thought it was good. I mean, he controls the game well. A few misplaced passes, but that will happen, of course, when you get on the ball as much as he does. He's an instrumental cog in this machine, just like Yannick Vestergaard is, in my opinion.
Matty B, you're a tough man to please, but fair enough, you're entitled to your opinion. Ragsy, what did you make of Harry Winks today?
Yeah, good game from him. Good game. Mediated the game well and sort of that playmaker role. I wasn't too sure. I thought he made the passing was actually pretty good from him. The only thing I would say is imposing himself physically to just getting himself involved with combative duels and stuff like that. So I'll give him a 7. Good game still, but just sort of when things just flow better when he's at the base of play, and he is important to our team whether I like him or not. So no, good game.
Yeah, I can see why Luke gives him man of the match, because he's one of those that he hasn't individually made a difference because he hasn't scored the world-class goals, but it's like he ran the game, most of the times in football, the war of football, the battle that is the most important is a midfield battle, and he won it. And there's a lot of things he does go unnoticed, and he's the one that gets you control over it. It'll be interesting when we get to some of the subs, because I think some of the subs helps him out on that. I agree with you, DP. How's he only getting a 7.4? But it's because I feel like his to be honest, if you noticed a lot, even a lot of players would look at sometimes Paul Scholes for Man United and didn't think he did that much. And bro, were you watching the same game? He controlled everything. It's that type of player often doesn't get that kind of rating. Okay, let's come to Jordan James. I'll give this one actually to Ragsy, if you don't mind, Jordan James. And I'm just before we get onto your rating, I've got some live footage of this was Locks in Turkey after about halfway through the first half. Thank you for sending that footage in, Frankie. And I've also got a picture of Locks has got this on his wall, also in Turkey.
That's
this is
so creepy, man. It's so weird, that photo.
God.
But what did you, Wales' finest, other than that, of course, Jordan James, he's now, I think he's played 4 times for Leicester and he scored 2 goals. That's quite some going. What did you make of our new midfielder?
Oh, mate, that's anyone who's sort of I don't know whether I was on the channel, even for over the course of last season, but I wanted this guy for the Premier League last season because I looked at him in the Championship. I looked at him the first time he was playing us in last time we were in Championship, and it was a 3-2 game or something, and he scored the brace. And I just thought, just the way he drives and just demeanor, his physicality, just his guile, and just the technical ability on him. I'm just astounded. And just to produce a goal like that, the one off the post as well, like
and which we don't even talk about. How good was that, right?
I was just like, I think he's Premier League quality. I really do. I think he has potential to be even more than that. Like, and if it's 6 million, that is an absolute steal if we could get him in. Like, and we've needed a profile like him ever since we've lost Kiernan. And I was like, yes, go and get him in. I've been banging on for him for ages. When the opportunity there was like, yes, finally, some good fucking decision bringing him in. And he's like a revelation for us this season. And like, he's really sort of like projecting our side forwards. We actually have some quality. An individual moment of brilliance from him today. 9 out of 10. I just think he was so good today. Honestly, he was so good.
Locks, Duck, talk to me about Jordan James.
Yeah, he was great. He was really, really good. He's good in the 1-2s. He combines well with the players around him. It feels like he's been at the club longer than he has been, right? By the level he plays at. Now he combines with others.
Yeah,
I'm really impressed. I was impressed when I saw his profile and what he was going to bring to the team. And I'm happy to see him applying it so quickly, right? And so quickly slotting into clearly now someone who needs to be starting every game.
Absolutely. And finally, Luke, what did you make of Jordan James and what rating would you give him?
I'd give him a 9. I thought he was a fucking hard cunt today, boys. I thought straight out this guy's a machine. 6 million to sign him is an absolute steal. This guy is about to hit his straps. Right? He's 21 years old, okay? He's about to hit his prime. He has now had one season with Birmingham where he did really good, scored a goal against us. I think it was 2 actually. And then he's gone to France, and now he's come back to the Championship. And this is his Keenan Dewsbury Hall, breakthrough season for him. And he's already well on his way. We've seen players before do. We've seen James Maddison. We've seen him go to Scotland. We've seen him to Aberdeen, and then he came back and went to the Championship again. Now we saw what kind of player he became afterwards. I think this is a very, very important season for him. Show this man the fucking money, Rudkin. Sort his shit out. Make him permanent. I don't care what it costs. This guy is definitely Premier League talent, definite potential. I think he's already there, to be honest, and I think this season will set him up nicely for next.
Yeah, well, we've just got some stats here as well from LCFC data. 86 minutes played, 31 touches, 82% passing accuracy, but 4 key passes. So I think that's something that doesn't get talked about enough, right? Is people just look at that worldly and the other goal and think that's it. But he's offering a lot more. And I would say, I think to give him a lot of credit, our criticism of JJ in the previous games was he wasn't crashing the box enough. But you watch this game back again and he's getting in there now and he's really linking up and adding an attacking threat, which is important. Interesting that he didn't win so many of his duels, but as it says here, pay the money. You guys have given him, let's have a look here, 8.6. Well-deserved. Brilliant player. Great signing. And I've said this before, it's going to be one of those where if you think that him and Skip together cost 26 million, it's going to look like good business. Even when one of them cost 1/4 of what the other player did. Do you know what I mean? Because a top level Premier League player probably cost you 30 million pounds, right? So, because just to put this out there, like Adam Wharton cost Crystal Palace, I think 20 million. I'm not saying JJ's on that level, but do you know what I mean? It does give you some food for thought. Okay. Bobby Reid. I'm going to go to Duck because I haven't had him for a while. Sorry, Luke, I'll keep you back. I want to be fair with this. So, Bobby Reid. Now, this one is an interesting one because Bobby Reid was genuinely quite good against Wrexham. He was playing some nice touches and flicks. But in this game, don't think the same could be said. Talk to me about Bobby Reid, Duck, and what would you rate him?
Yeah, he was poor today. He was really poor today. A shadow of himself, very rarely linking up well, very, very rarely dropping deep to help in the build-up. First touch was bad. The passes were lazy. Everything that could go wrong for him really felt like it went wrong. I think he'll come good this season and definitely have a part to play because you know the quality he has, especially in that fluid build-up number 10 role that we saw against Wrexham. But today was really just a poor one. Really, really poor one for him. I would give him like a 3-2. Like, first player we all wanted off, and he needed to go off maybe even at half-time.
Ragsy, what about you? What did you think today?
Yeah, agree with Duck here. Just like, and he had a decent first half against Wrexham as well. So yeah, I mean, it's just coming back into fitness or sharpness or whatever. But like, we were playing with 10 men essentially whilst he was on the pitch, and It was just
Big time.
there was no ball retention in the middle whatsoever. Even when and I felt it was the double pivot that was doing their work and they were doing their job and like retaining the ball well, and then it just gets supplied there and we just lose out. And he's just like the passing was poor. His hold up play was shocking. Like just was no use to us at all today. And the sooner he was off, the better we got. And that just is very telling from his performance. I'd say a 3.
Yeah, everything that he did well against Wrexham was not true today. Guys, get the likes up. Got 190 likes. Please give us 10 more likes and say maybe help you go there. We've got Bobby Reid's biggest fan. It's Luke. What did you make of Bobby Reid today?
That's it all, I guess.
Bobby Donkey over Reid is how his name is pronounced. Good sir. He was absolutely shit today. He gets a 2 from me. He did nothing. He had what you said, like 13 touches or something in that first half somehow magically, and they were all awful. What's interesting is, for all my slagging him off aside, I'm going to try and ask a productive question rather than just sit and slate him the whole time. You mentioned before, Regsy, that maybe it's a fitness issue, but he looked good in the last game. Do you think that we were closed down quite a lot? We didn't have much, like Swansea came to play that first half. They didn't give us much chance to breathe in that first. They were closing us down very relentlessly. Do you think he struggled with the pressure today? I'm not sure, but there's a reason. I would like to know why, hopefully, from Captain Anilis coming up next Tuesday, and why he sucked a bag of dicks today.
Could be more sharpness over fitness as well. But there's just that series of games that was coming back from an injury. But still, it's basics that you should be doing in the middle of the park there. You're being given a very sort of simple role for the sake of ball retention, just to supply it off to 2 brilliant wingers that will come to on our side, and he still couldn't even do that. So it's poor. It's poor from him, and he should know better. He's an experienced player, or so-called experienced player, which is just bollocks.
What's particularly bad about him today is he should have got hauled off at half time, but Marti was fair to him and gave him another 10 minutes to turn it around. And literally in the second half, the first thing he did was give the ball away, and I was like, bruh, that's anyway, we'll come to his replacement a little bit later. Abdul Fatawu, it's actually landed on you, Luke. So you're lucky boy. You've got Abdul Fatawu to talk about. I think actually, this is an interesting one because I can imagine what rating he's going to get. But what did you make of Fatawu today?
I want to ask you after me, but I thought that second half, obviously, I've contradicted myself a fair bit.
I'll go. It's fair enough because I'm
go first, brother. Yeah, you go first. For
me, I will give him. I'll give him a 7, right? Which might sound harsh, but it's one of those that I think he didn't really do anything. But the one thing he did basically settled the game. I'd call that a Mahrez. I loved Mahrez, one of my favorite ever Leicester players. And Mahrez was brilliant, but Mahrez also had many, many games where he did absolutely nothing. In fact, sometimes he's even worse than Fatawu. He just kept beating 3 players and running to the corner flag and losing it, right? But I remember this game vividly against Watford. He did nothing all game, and then he just scored an absolute fucking belter, won the game 1-0, and Leicester won the Premier League title. And Fatawu's got that about him. Now, I do think it's fair to say, though, are we making the most out of Fatawu with people joining in? But you know what? Today, I think we were a bit better at that. I think Jordan James was giving him a bit more support at times, right? And I think a few times, like Duck mentioned this in the first half, where Daka wins the ball back, pressing the keeper high. It goes to Fatawu, and he neither shoots nor crosses first time, and he ends up losing the ball. Whereas he could have done either, and we probably would have scored off it, right? So it's one of those. But ultimately, despite saying all that, we looked like we were going to have 5 draws in a row, and Fatawu just top bins one out of absolutely fucking nowhere. It's an unbelievable strike. You look at it again, the keeper's got no chance whatsoever. And you ask any fan in the championship, I just saw this on Reddit the other day. They were like, which player is too good for the championship? And quite highly rated, as you can imagine. Charlton fan just said, Fatawu, this guy's ridiculous, too good for this division. Preston fan, everyone just says Fatawu. So for me, I'd give him a 7. So for my rant, over to you, Luke.
No, brother, I knew you had that one coming. That's why I wanted to pass it to you. He 100% gets a 7. Like he was like what I said before when I contradict myself is I say that he's greedy, but at the same time you kind of want those arrogant players that are going to take those chances. And we've seen picture perfect with that sexy fucking goal coming from straight outside the box, top bin. That's a classic hallmark fucking Abdul Fatawu goal from that spot, cutting inside, banging it in over the keeper. Chef's kiss. 7, I think, is fair. I want to see a little bit more defensively from him, which he was really good at in the championship season last time. But hey, who cares if he had a bit of a poor first half, maybe was a bit frustrated. He made up for it that second, and his confidence grew even further from that. He looked well up for a brace that game, end of that match. So 7 for me. I'll hear what the other boys have to say.
Yeah, to be fair, I'll come to Ragsy next. Abdul Fatawu almost scored from like 45 yards out. So I'm just thinking of what I said. Maybe I should give him a 7.1 for that, because that was absolutely outrageous. And if you look at it, he just did it first time without thinking. He spotted the keeper off the... Yeah. And that is the mark of a special player who just knows that the game is doing it. So what did you think of Abdul today?
I think, like, I said this earlier on stream, but like I felt like the past couple of games, I felt he was just taking way too much onus on himself, and that in essence just alters your mindset when it comes to sort of like goal scoring opportunities and creating chances. So he has been a bit more greedy, but you know, we all know his quality. He's top drawer. He's top drawer. He is too good for this division. But yeah, like if we're being fair, like it was a bit of a meh performance from him. He was like just a bit predictable in terms of what he was trying to do with his fullback and just constantly trying to take him on. And I think the defense, and especially down their left side, I think they just kind of sussed him for most of the game today. But then he drives in, and you know, it's just like he just needs to chill in essence and just sort of just hold the ball, just wait for others just to act first around you, and then read them, and then take that opportunity to then just be exploit some space there. And he drove inside. JJ with an assist there as well, and it's a phenomenal goal. It's just brilliant, and we know he's got that in his locker and stuff. Never doubt him as a player. It's just we know his levels and stuff, and it's just he wasn't overall over the 90 at that level that we know he's at and stuff, especially from the start of the season that we've seen him. But yeah, I agree with a 7 overall. Still a brilliant goal and stuff, and yeah, that chance on the halfway line here hit the bar was just like, oh my god, that would just been insane. But yeah, a 7 today.
Duck, greedy or conviction? Because just to put this into context, Fatawu in his very first 10 games for Leicester, I don't think he definitely didn't have 3 goals. He might have had 3 assists to be fair. So this version of Fatawu is greedier, but he is hitting the back of the net more frequently. What did you think?
I think it's a mix of both, man. I don't think he's greedy in his mindset. I just think he feels so confident in himself that, you know what, I can do this. I can spank this top bins, and sometimes it's a bit too much and it looks very greedy, but I don't think there's any, ill intent behind it. But I'm not gonna rant on too much about it. I think you guys said pretty well what I feel about Fatawu today as well. I agree with the rating.
7.7 is what you guys gave him. So on the generous side, but look, what a class player he is. Let's talk about the fella on the other side. I'll come to you again, Duck. Jeremy Monga, one of your favourite players. As I said, he's literally cannot wait to play Football Manager for this player alone. What did you make of his performance today? Started again?
Yeah, I thought it was good. I thought it was solid, right? I mean, he's not too greedy, but he also is willing to take on his man. He's willing to push and fight and see if he can get through. Had a shot today, moved into the middle as well. I thought he was good. I really thought he was good. He looks like a player well above his years when he plays. He's so confident. He's so calm. He's not too erratic either. But he's got that excitement in him. Cut inside, willing to shoot as well, even if he didn't score. And yeah, I mean, wow, he's just a really, really solid performance. Not outstanding, but still, man, his level is so good. He's really, really good.
Ragsy, talk to me about the prodigal son, Jeremy Monga.
Oh yeah, what a brilliant prospect we've got here. And he's still, for someone still so raw, his temperament is just outstanding. Like the amount of times that he was just getting clattered in the first half, just bullied, not bullied, but just being shoved around, tripped up, clattered down, and he still gets back up, and it's just he just gets on with it. Some risky decisions and stuff when he was trying to incorporate some build-up play in the triangles on the left-hand side and stuff, I think from the start of the second half. But still, the amount of times he was taking players on, still his decision-making and stuff, maybe some of his crossing could have been a little bit better today from what we saw from that Birmingham game as well for his cross for Ricky, and that was outstanding. So maybe just a little bit better quality there. I would love to see him on set pieces at some point, if that's in his game. I feel he's got a good sort of cross on him, so I think that's a real sort of special attribute that he's got too. his trickery, his drive, then just driving inside as well, and he's taken some initiative there, some conviction into his play now. Had a shot and stuff. Okay, it was straight at the goalie, but yeah, it's just a phenomenal talent and stuff. And yeah, he's stepping up. He's stepping up on that left wing, and he's offering some balance to our attack as well. And what do I give him? Give him an 8. Screw it. Give him an 8.
Wow, cool.
Maybe
And Luke, what would you do? What do you think of it? Yeah, Luke, what did you make of Jeremy Monga today?
I think a 7, and I think that's actually harsh for his standard, which is crazy to say because the lad's only 16 years old. I think that unfortunately a part of that is also down. That's a pretty accurate score. So I think one of the problems of that is I didn't get to see as much of him I wanted to, is because of how much he got fouled. And he is going to, as we mentioned, he's going to be the most fouled player in the entire league, most likely.
Yeah.
And there was a good comment before, because I was actually just thinking to myself, and it was deep in thought, and I thought I actually wouldn't mind seeing him in a 10. And then I changed my mind because of the system that we see the 10 in the Marti system. Back to goal. He's going to struggle with the physicality even more, in my opinion, if he's asked to drop deep and then link up play and get back in the box. I think he definitely can do it. He's nutmegging everyone. He's skinning people. He's playing his own game with players. He looks like a fucking wizard. He's a monster. But I definitely think we could have seen a little bit more for him today. He could have scored. At least it was on target. I expect a little bit more from the lad just because of how high his ceiling is, and we all know it. But yeah, not a bad game at all today. I just think that, I'm glad he got a long amount of minutes though.
Yeah, I think that score is pretty fair. I mean, he had a good game, just not an outrageously good one. In a championship, if most people get that rating, you're probably going to win games more than often than not. All right, Patson Daka. Any volunteers? Luke is literally lit up, so I'll give it to you. Patson Daka, what did you make of his performance today?
He had a little few better moments in the second half, I will admit, and he had that flick to, I think it was Monga, where I can't remember if it was Monka or Ricky, but I think it was Ricky. He had one moment where Fatawu, sorry. He could have set up a goal, but look, he's still a fucking dud, man. I can see why Marti's trying to play him because he's, for the press reasons and for his pace. We said the same thing under Enzo, and just, that was a better system for his style, unfortunately, and I just think it's a waste of time to play him. I really do. I just want to see him bury a goal. Even at the end of these tap-ins, he's getting them blocked. He's just never at the right place at the right time, is he, boys? Let's be real of ourselves here. And he hasn't got that quality on the ball. He's weak physically. I've said the same things 100 times over. What do I score him today? I'm going to give him a 3.
All right, you give him a 3. Can I ask you, though, do you think he would have scored the opportunity that Carranza got at the end? I'll actually ask you, Duck.
Yeah, I think that's a goal where I feel pretty confident he'll just fucking hammer it, and he'll hit the roof of the net. You're like, that was close to going wide, but you got the job done. Because it felt like it very much felt, I'm also watching the Chelsea game. Yes, brilliant goal by Caicedo, by the way. Holy fuck!
What?
Man.
Oh, there we go. No one
but the point I wanted to get out is,
open the cupboard.
Ragsy, what did you make of Daka today?
What I will say is I see why he's in the team over the options that we've got at striker at the minute. And what I will say is that in terms of the pressing and actually him playing off the last man and occupying that role over Ayew and even Carranza at the minute, because I'm not sort of certain on him whether he could sort of play that role as like a fox in the box or they're playing off the last man. I'm not sure what his sort of qualities are yet. So I see why Dak is in the team. I think he does press with intensity. It's just like with his runs when he is like, you need him to go and be a striker and go ahead and score goals. When the ball's being played through, he's sort of like, I saw it in the first half of him. He was sort of like, just ran a bit, then halted, ran a bit, then halted. He was like unsure, like he was in two minds as to whether to go and commit to going like on the ball. And I'm like, there should be no doubts in your mind. You should be going like, you're clearly onside. It's a foot race with him, with the last defender and stuff. Just use your pace. Because if he does, then he probably gets past the defender and then he's through like, you know, with just the goalie. So I don't think he's sort of like mentally sort of tuned in as to like anymore as to what it takes to actually be a striker and then step up and going on through on goal. I think we rarely see him go through on goal because he's not present. He's not like sensing where he needs to be in terms of making those runs. So this is a real issue sort of going forward with our strike force at the minute. But yeah, just the physicality was just, he's so weak. Holder play was terrible. He works hard. I'll give him that. But he's so poor. Really, I'd say a 4.
I think the next time we see us spend big money in a position, I need it to be that striker, man. I want to see us slam, if we go up, 20, 25, 30 mil on a proven goal scorer who just, like, it's been so long outside of Vardy, of course, who still had, glimmers of brilliance throughout the past few years. But it's been so long since you're like, oh my God, this striker. And we failed to replace Vardy for so many years, right? I just want a striker, man, who you're like, oh my God, you know this guy, so you can see it. And I haven't felt that with anyone other than Vardy really in ages.
That's a fair rating for him, I think. 5.7. No. Well, Luke disagrees, but the rest of. Well, let's move on to Marti Cifuentes. I'll come to you, Rags, as you were talking there. So, an interesting one. I think that's the best. Is that the biggest scoring victory of the Marti reign? It might be 3-1.
It is.
Gave it a bit of a bozo moment there with the penalty. We got 3. Talks about include everything: the team lineup, the substitutes, what he's done to the game, changes around. Like actually, one thing for you, I have to look at it more. But he swapped Wout Faes and Yannick Vestergaard's position in the first half, which is an interesting one. Yeah. We'll talk about that later. But yeah, what did you give Marti out of 10 today?
In terms of his tactical setup, like the tactics and the approach was good. Was good. I like where it's sort of heading and stuff. It's just the personnel issue, and this is what we sort of will keep on coming back to here. Like Thomas is not good enough. I still don't trust that centre back duo. You need like just a competent striker up top, but who that's going to be? That's that's unfortunately that's nothing really Marti can do at the minute. Bringing number 10 in, I get why Reed started. So like I think most of the decisions still there are spot on when it came to the team selection. Approach, but then he gave Reed a chance in the second half, but then eventually did the right thing, and then we were building in the ascendancy and stuff, and we were actually getting somewhere on the ball. It's just I do worry if he persists with certain players in the side, but all of that aside, and still winning the game, massive for him. And just again for what the fundamentals he's built up, the sort of pressing style. The approach just to link up play, the way he's giving like some of the players freedom to go ahead and just sort of free roam around the pitch and just come up with individual moments of brilliance like that. And, the fact that we're getting players higher up the pitch with like our attacking players, our quality players higher up the pitch. And he's got the right tactical setup to allow the players to get in the best positions possible in these phases of our attacks. So, that setup is working. So, like, I'd say 7. 7 there?
7.
Yeah, 7.
Luke, let me ask you. He says, you guys are glazing Marti too hard. 1 win after 4 draws. And don't forget that 2 of our goals were absolute worldies today. Didn't make that many chances in open play either, up until the end. Fair comment, or is Lucas being a bit harsh there?
I think he's been.
Oh, go on.
I think he's being harsh, to be honest with you. I called him out a lot last week. Let me try and give the most measured answer I can possibly give on Marti right now. He's usually bang on at the subs. He wasn't last week. We can all agree that, yes. The starting 11 leaves a little to be desired. I can definitely agree on that as well. He nearly gets it perfectly right. But the reality is that he came in late, okay? And then the players that he's got in came in extremely late. He's still teething them in, trying to figure out what his best 11 is. That's why I kind of am a little bit lenient with him with his subs. He made the adjustment with Bobby Donkey over Reed. Fair enough. Shouldn't have come out in the second half. He's managing his man perfectly, in my opinion, to not lose their heads or to lose confidence. I respect that a lot. I'm very interested to see, because of him tweaking things and getting it right usually with subs. I would like to have this conversation again in 10 games from now to see where he's at, if he has a much more settled 11 and is a lot more strict with his rotations. I granted you need to use them in the championship with the amount of games they're playing, but I would imagine in 10 games time from now we're going to see a much more consistent 11. That's my thoughts. And then what do you think?
Duck, what do you think? Yeah.
I think we're getting better, right? I think if you look at the period of the 4 draws in a row, and you really think there's only one of them I'll put on him, and that's essentially the Wrexham game. I thought that's on him for the substitution. That's on bringing Oliver Skip on. That was poor. But I thought he did well to get the point away at Oxford when we got a red card 20 minutes into the game and played with 10 men for 70 minutes. I thought if Stefan Mavididi could finish the chance that was laid on a platter to him against Coventry, that would have been 3 points as well. That's not on Marti Cifuentes. That's on the players not finishing well enough. So like that's 2 of the games where I think he couldn't really be to blame for it. I like a lot of what Marti's doing. He's not been perfect so far. He's made a few mistakes, but my God, he's doing way more right than wrong. And I really like the football. I like the fluidity when it works, and I think we can see progression week in, week out.
Lucas, this is a good comment. I can't believe Nelson isn't even making the bench. Inexcusable, in my opinion. Keep that. We're going to come to your rating for the season at the end, because I think we can talk about Nelson and Aluko in that, but we'll hold that in. So, Marti, you guys gave him a 6.8. I think that's pretty fair based on today's performance. Referee, just give me a number. He was shit. Is that a 0?
0.
I don't think he was that bad. I think it's like he was better than the last 2. I'm saying this as a Leicester City fan that just conceded a goal to a penalty. He was way less shit than the last 2 refs we've had. The last 2, I would love nothing more than to like smash their jaw at their fucking skull, out the other side of their skin, with fucking vicious and ferocious power. This guy didn't even that fast about today. This guy was, I didn't see the big deal.
Horrible. Worst referee call I've ever seen, man. He was horrible.
Yeah,
horrible.
that was poor looking back. I think he did a lot more as well. He kept giving away some, like Monga getting fouled again. I didn't give it to him. At least he didn't book him for diving, is all I can say. Now people saying average, but he got a 2.9 from you guys. So there you go. Not the biggest fan. Okay, let's go on to the subs. And I'll start with an interesting one, which is Aaron Ramsey. So, yeah, we did talk about Bobby Reed being totally invisible in that first half. So Aaron Ramsey, after his red card, came on. I've got to say, I think for the first 10 or 15 minutes he came on, you could argue he was even worse than Bobby Reed. He just gave the ball away like an absolute bozo. But I do think that by the end, all of a sudden, he added a lot to the team. I think if you look at his positioning for a 10, he was much better than anyone else we've got in the squad. He was taking up the right places. I noticed that him and Winks started working very well together, and a lot like, do you notice that Winks got better in the game because I think Ramsey started dragging players toward him, which gave Winks a bit more room. That Winks bombed on and put in that left-footed cross near the end of the game, for example, as a result of it. So I won't give him a rating. I'll come to you for a Luke, actually, Luke, because I think you're not obviously the Reed lover, but what did you make of Aaron Ramsey and the tactical impact that he may or may not offer us going forward?
I'll handball this to Duck because Duck pretty much was the first to call out. I don't want to steal his thunder. Duck mentioned
go on, Duck.
into the game.
Yeah,
hang on. He's too busy watching the Chelsea game.
I really wanted to say something on Ramsey. I think you have to remember he played 6 minutes of football in grand total of last season. Then he played against Preston, or not Preston. I think it was Derby he played with Burnley before he came to us. So he's still very raw, right? 20 minutes and a dumb mistake against Oxford. He's had a lot of time on the training pitch, but he's not got the match fitness. He's not got the link up yet with the players he's playing around. This is his third. This is the most he's played for us in a shirt, right? 30-minute cameo today. And he grew well into the game. He took up, as Anil said, the right positions. I think he's very highly praised in the Burnley community, from what I remember seeing from Jacob Horsford at the very least. And I see good things in this guy. Look at the excitement when Fatawu scores. He's here on loan. There's no chance we're keeping him. It's a straight loan, and he's celebrating like he's just won the fucking Ballon d'Or when another player scored and he's not even involved. I like that. He wants to play. He wants to be here and do well this season and impress. And I think he should be starting the next game if he's capable to. Maybe get him 60 minutes and start building up that fitness, because he's by far the best 10 we've got from what I've seen.
And how about you, Ragsy? What did you make of Aaron Ramsey today?
Yeah, I just think that change where even though it wasn't a polished performance or it was sort of like barely had sort of any actions and stuff, he was still occupying the space in between the lines of the defense, and he just provided a threat for us, like on the half turn, tried distributing the ball out wide, then slowly sort of getting himself into the game. It's been a staggered sort of start for him. It was an honest mistake. Okay, yeah, you can argue it's reckless and stuff with what happened at Oxford and stuff. But tends to be, I felt it was harsh at the time, but bygones be bygones and stuff like that. But yeah, it's a staggered start. You got to give him time. You got to give him time. But we do need someone of his sort of like stature and role into this team and stuff, and someone, who's played in a progressive system at Burnley and can offer a lot for us at this level and stuff. And for what he sort of provided for us and really made a difference over Reed. It's like some positive stuff from him, like even in glimpses and stuff. I'll give him a 6.
I think that might look like a harsh rating here, but I don't think it is. I think 6 is about right, but I think it's one of those that, again, with the system you played, just having someone there that isn't a ghost or a passenger can make the team play better, and that's what he did. So he almost like improved the team without really doing that much, but just being there and taking up the right positions improved us. And I think, like everyone is saying, it'll be good to see him when he starts again. We can see it already. Winks, JJ, Ramsey, that's the midfield 3, right? It's standard. Ricardo in the team. It'd be interesting to see. Well, so I think then, Dark, I'll come to you because you mentioned this. Striker is the position we'd love to get a massive upgrade for. We got Julian Carranza instead. And he had the most, I would actually go as far as saying he had the most clear-cut opportunity of any striker that Leicester have had this season. Mm-hmm. And he, unfortunately, that's what he did, or you could even say he did this. But what did you make of Carranza when he came on?
He was not good, man. I don't know. Maybe you start him some time to try it out and see if he can improve a little. But he's probably low on confidence. Right, had a bad year with Feyenoord, and the thing is, you can excuse many things to being a bit rusty and whatnot, but missing that chance as the one thing he was supposed to be good at. Like he once sold the fever dream. His one good trade was supposed to be the finishing. Then I expect him to bury that chance. And lucky it's a loan, right? Lucky it's a loan, and hopefully he improves.
What do you think, Braggsy?
Yeah, I wasn't at the races when he came on, and you're starting to see as to why he's not really starting at the minute. The worry is like it could be a case of misprofiling when we brought him in. And he alluded to it that he was like, oh, he sort of plays off as a 10 or a second striker. And I'm like, no, we need a main number 9. And, because we already got Ayew there, and even that's not good enough. So it's a concern. Early days, maybe there's still more to him. But I just think like when he's through on goal and just sort of like just a bit hesitant and stuff. And just like Duck said, just lacking in confidence a bit when the touch was terrible to take into the box, and then he sort of really limited his options, and just like some better decision making really from him, and just some more like just some better composure in the box really. 4.
Yeah, well, let's move on. I don't think we need to speak too much about him. Disappointing. It's funny though. If he'd have scored the goal, we'd have probably given him 7, right? So it's just one of those. But that's what you want.
But he not only he should have buried he should have buried either side of that goalkeeper. Okay, let's be honest with ourselves. He got himself in the right position. But what's more alarming is right at the end of that game, he was also beaten physically. Granted, he was fouled afterwards, but he's essentially in a 50-50 of the defensive. He's a big fucking lad too, right? He's a proper big striker, yeah. And he's lost that in physicality. He's slow as shit, and he's just showed poor decision making. The guy looks like a dodgy fucking pirate. We're lucky he's just on loan. I don't think he has it in him. Back to the MLS Farmers League you go, good sir. Thank you.
Could be. All right, the rest of the players, they didn't really were on the pitch for long enough to make an impact, so we'll just give them the standards. Booba came on, Okoli came on. They just came on to see the game out. Same with Silko Thomas. Good to see him come on as a left winger, but didn't really have much time to make an impact. But this is what I want to ask you. So sorry, I captured your images earlier. They're not the most flattering.
What are these screenshots, man? They are horrific.
What the fuck, bro? Where are you? Why don't you have one? You're a fucking chonky bastard, eh? Just fucking get us all this dodgy mugshot. This Noah Neal photo.
So, I want you
what are you
to
looking
give
down
us...
at
well, next time give me some better
mug. Just checking if it's still there.
Right, I want you guys to give me your overall rating for Leicester City so far this season. And do you know what? Maybe to help make your decision, actually, let me help you out a little bit first. Let me give you the results. So here are the results from the rest of the league. You can see Blackburn and Stoke, who are near the top of the table, drew 1-1. Hull beat Sheffield United. They continue to have a terrible time. You can see another big one. Middlesbrough lost to Portsmouth, who are our next opponent, and Southampton drew. So that's just to take it into consideration. And what that means is here is the table so far. So as you can see, Coventry are now top, 19 points plus 20 goal difference. That they look like the favourites now. Middlesbrough in second place. Leicester City currently we're in. Do you know what? I don't think this is updated. Sorry, let me.
No, it's not. We're third right now. I've got it here in front of me.
Hang on. Yeah. Let me. Apologies. Yes, here we go. Okay, I've got this here. I'll copy it again. We are now in third position. Okay, so that's much better. We're only 3 points off top. There you go. We've only got a +5 goal difference, but the only team we lost to was Preston, and they're the ones behind us. So with all that in mind, let's come back to your ratings for the season, and I will start with you, Luke. What are you giving Marti? Not Marti, so the club. The club is not. It's more than Marti actually. This is like Leicester City in general. What have you made of
transfers? Everything.
We'd normally do it after 10 games. We've had 9, but I mean we've had 10 overall.
I'm going to give it a 6. I want more. It's not as dire as I expected it to be, of how all over the place we've been over the last couple of seasons with transfers and everything else that comes with it. I'll keep it brief. I think 6 is fair. I'm expecting a bit more. I want to have this conversation again, halfway through the season. But for now, I think a 6 is modest and fair.
How about you, Duck? What have you made of our start this season?
We could have been first if we hadn't had those string of draws, especially the draws that we shouldn't have had. I think the club has done much right to begin the cleanup. That earns a lot of credit, but we were too slow to begin it. And I mean, I'm leaning between the 6 and the 7. I'm considering how much I need to deduct for giving Luke Thomas a new deal when we are finally about to lose him at the end of the season.
You can give half mark. You can give a 6.
Yeah, you know what? I'll give a 6.5 then. But you lose half a point for giving Luke Thomas a new deal. But I think Marti's done great. He's been betting in his philosophy. He was given a tough hand by the club by only coming in mid-July when preseason was well underway. So he's done the most with what he has, and yeah, it's good to see someone like Jeremy Munker, Louis Page is featured, Silko Thomas coming off the bench. There are still more academy players I'd like to see be given chances, like Ben Nelson and Barry Aluko, for example. But we're moving in the right direction. It's been a positive few months for the club, even if we haven't won as many games as many would have wanted.
I'll come to you, Bragsy. Now, Lucas has given him a 4. Now, I know he is going to be talking about the fact that Ben Nelson hasn't had, not even in the squads today. He'll probably say that Aluko hasn't been given an opportunity. We can also talk about the fact that, Luke Thomas was given an additional deal. We definitely have not been, have we been convincing in any game? I would say even today we haven't been particularly convincing. But at the same time, you've got to say, look at the mess that he inherited. 7, given what a mess Marti inherited. You can't argue he came into a complete fuck up of a club. And today's results, I mean, look at where Southampton are, look at where Ipswich are. You'd probably say that the reason why Coventry are top, they've got a really good squad and they've had the manager that's been there for over a year now and they're used to playing with one another, and it kind of shows. And that's what you're going to need regardless of a manager. So I don't speak for you. What do you make of the start so far this season?
Yeah, I mean, it's with this rating, like when we talk about the club, are we including the hierarchy in this and their rating? Okay. Right, then that changes things then, because I've got a lot to fucking say. I mean, there's no doubt, with the financial sort of constraints on us at the minute. And when I look at with Marti and this squad, who are still trying, but ultimately there's still a lot of decisions that have been wrong. And there's still, people in that hierarchy that are making a lot more wrong decisions. So that will drag it down in terms of the club. If I was assessing this and it was literally just Marti, the management, the team, then I'd literally be like, okay, for the adversity that the hierarchy had put them under, I'd probably say probably a 6, maybe even a 7, actually, because we have 1 defeat, and considering Marti came in late, he had to pay his own way to be in here, and we've had Hermansen leave, Bilal go, had to sell just to sort of make ends meet in essence. Considering all the adversities and all the sort of shit around us that's happening at the minute, to actually have a decent start, even compared to Ipswich, Ipswich is supposed to be the favourites, and they just look, the morale's dropped, and Southampton, they're just destined for the championship now. Whereas us, and you're thinking we could be heading along that way. But the decisions we're making on the football pitch when it comes to in Marti's hands, I actually think, you know what, he's made some good decisions. And I stand by what I said. I think he's overperforming with the squad that he's got. But if we're including the hierarchy into this, then, well, they're just a stain on the football club. How long have we got actually? Because like I haven't spoken about.
No, I'm gonna remove you. Give me a number. Give me one key point.
Yeah, but as in like, you know, that's that. Right, first, like very quickly, for her, good riddance. But what I will say very quickly is that it'll be shit initially to begin with, because once again, it's a failing board setup. And then you look at it into the future and he's taken one role out of it. So no other chief executive is going to come in externally because we have no money. So it'll be someone promoted internally to head into that role. Now, whether that's a reshuffle for Rudkin or whatever, because like Rudkin wanted her out and we wanted him out, since top thinking he was going to do some sort of a power play, but really he's shot himself in the foot. And I think, it's a shit decision now and will end up being worse, but will be worse for the better. Because really...
All right, give me a rating, Ragsy.
And 2 to go. Rating, if we're including all of it, I'll say like a 5 or something, if we're including the hierarchy in it. Sounds hard.
That's fair enough. I would give us a 7, like Locks. I think, look at where the other clubs are compared to us. We've done all right. I do think that performances have been indifferent. I don't really think we've had any performances I think are good. But do you know what? I think we were spoilt with Enzo. I actually think even good managers, like who remembers Jurgen Klopp at Liverpool? Jurgen Klopp, for the first half a year that he was at Liverpool, they, if anything, looked slightly worse than when they were under Brendan Rodgers. And then all of a sudden, after about 18 months, it absolutely clicks. And they tore up not just the league, but all of Europe. I'm not saying that will happen with Marti, but I think he's done really well on that man management point of view. Yeah, the club, I'm not going to the games for a reason, right? I haven't bought anything from the club for a long time, and I won't until I see some communication. So I don't think I'm going to do that. But, given the fact that we couldn't make any transfers, at least they did get some loan signings in. And one of them looks absolutely unbelievable in JJ. That might even be one of the best championship transfers of the season, by the way. Maybe Richard Kone goes above him. Aaron Ramsey will have to wait and see, but I've got a feeling that overall he'll probably be a good signing. The Carranza one, he looks a bit dodgy, but look, maybe we can go again in January and find another one if he's not doing too well. So I'm just looking at this table, and I think that's got to give you a rating, and I think you've got to give... Sorry, my table's wrong again, isn't it? The table with third. So let me bring the third one up again. So I think if you give that into consideration, look, I think after 9 games coming into second international break, you're only 3 points off top, and you've only lost once. That's pretty good from the club. I don't think you could really ask for too much more. We'll have to see what happens with the Ipswich game because they've got a few in hand, but we're above them. And we're at Southampton. I mean, they're quite far down. They're in 16th position. So, think
they
we've
drew
done
against
right
Dano as well, so they only ended up getting a point. Birmingham drew at the weekend as well. The thing is, the teams around us are losing a lot, which is really beneficial, except for really Coventry, who's gotten a good groove, right? But today, Middlesbrough lost. Preston did win. Stoke, did they lose or draw? They not much at the very least. West Brom lost. I think we're lucky that the big ones and the ones with high expectations have faltered so far, because I do think many of the teams around us right now will have periods where they struggle. Middlesbrough, as we saw today, losing to Portsmouth. And Coventry will also have periods when they struggle. Like, that will happen for these teams who are completely insane. But we got to remember the points deduction, but I'm positive we can at the very least get playoffs.
No, we don't have that yet, so we'll have to see where it is, and we've got to take that when it comes in. I mean, that could be a thing. I mean, so from what we see now, where do you guys think we will finish come the end of the season?
We can finish top 2 depending on the points deduction. I feel very confident with that. I think we can definitely get top 2 if the points deduction isn't big enough.
If we're going off the assumption there's going to be no points deduction, to answer your question, Anil, I think it's fair to, from what I've seen right now, to suggest anywhere between 2nd to 4th right now. I think we're going to be somewhere in that neighborhood. I want to sit here and tell you we're going to be in the top 2. Granted, that depends on results around us. But I definitely think minimum we need to be going for top 4 at the end of the season. Obviously, automatics is ideal, but there's nothing to suggest that we're honking. You know what I mean? We've had a lot of draws. It's been quite frustrating. You were right to point out Marti's man management. This club needed open heart surgery before the season begun. I think it's a decent appointment. Man, it's paid to be here. What do you guys think?
For me, yeah, I think we'll finish in the playoffs. I think without a points deduction, we'll probably finish second. Maybe we'll even challenge. We could even win it, to be honest with you. I think my worry is I don't think our squad's still that good. I still don't think we have enough good attacking players. Like you said it yourself, Luke. What happens if Harry Winks gets injured? That's what happens. Yeah. And even under Enzo, when Winks started having bad form, which I think he was entitled to because he was so good the first 6 months, that we had that really obvious downward trend. So I think that could happen. But I will say that this season, the Championship looks crap, and I include us in it as well. Mm-hmm. So Coventry, the stats say Coventry are easily the best team. And the thing is, we played them and we were the better team against them. You know, I'm not saying, I definitely think they were the best team we played, by the way, but they didn't look like, oh my God, you know, they didn't look as good as Ipswich, Leeds. They probably maybe a bit better than Southampton last time we were here. So, yeah, I think we'll finish in the playoffs. If there's no points deduction, maybe even above, but I think we'll get to the playoffs, but who knows what will happen there. We'll end the show, but just before I do, fair enough, people are asking what happened to Manny. Manny decided to step down from blue tinted glasses. You can ask Locks or Manny about it if you want on Twitter to see what happened there. But other than that, look, let's end the show. 3 hours, 45 minutes we've been doing it. But yes, a nice win. The run of draws ends. Leicester win 3-1, third in the table into the international break. Join us tomorrow for Good Morning Foxes. And if you weren't going to join already, who's hosting tomorrow? Put your hand up. Luke. Oh, no. Luke is hosting Good Morning Foxes. Absolute cinema. So we'll see you there for that one. Thank you so much, Ragsy, Luke, Andreas, and of course, thank you to everyone in chat. Do like the stream if you like to. Thank you for joining Blue Tinted Glasses, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
Big shout out to our new sponsor, The Beautiful Frame. They have absolutely smashed it with this Jamie Vardy piece. They're a local Leicester business as well, which makes it even better. And not just Leicester, they do prints for other clubs too. Honestly, perfect if you're stuck for a birthday or Christmas present. The best bit, they've sorted Blue Tinted Glasses followers with a discount. Just use the code BTG12 at checkout for money off. Grab yours now at thebeautifulframe.com. The link is in the description of the video.